We are live.
Are we live?
Yep.
Hello, hello, hello. We are live. It is your girls Montique, Joy, and Callie. We are coming today to give you the hottest tea that is out there for the week. It was a great reality TV week. I'm telling you. How was your week, Joy? You were out of town. Did you have fun?
I had a ball. We went to
You didn't
go
want,
see Mickey.
yeah, you didn't want to come back to us, I'm sure.
I did not want to come back to St. Louis, that's for sure.
What about you, Callie? How was your week?
It was fine.
Oh, good, good. Mine was pretty uneventful. I bartended on the side, and I did a little bit yesterday, so I may be a little tired, but I'm here. I'm ready to talk. So let me play our intro, and then we will get into what we are going to do.
All right.
All right. Hello, everyone. We are live. Welcome to Chatter Up.
Let's be clear.
Y'all let
Literally caught. Is it playing?
That's a Karen move, honey. But she did it. Nobody said anything about that. That was appalling.
Kenya was not a video vixen.
Okay.
Kenya was a scholar.
Oh, that gets me every time. Act like I ain't never seen it before. I laugh every time. We are a hot mess, but we're a good hot mess, all right? As Erica Girardi said, she's a pretty mess, so I guess we can be that today.
Right.
Well, let's get into it. Let's talk about Potomac, the premiere. Did you enjoy it?
Well, I don't know who said this. I'm just repeating what somebody else said in one of these groups I'm in on Facebook.
Uh-huh.
But Potomac's first episode was better than every episode in Atlanta all season last season.
Hi,
Yeah.
yes. How can the
I
first
like these ladies.
episode?
I've always have
Me too.
been a fan of this show. It didn't used to be as drama fed
Mm-hmm.
as Atlanta, but it was good drama. Like you liked it. I think that there was a genuine connection between most of the ladies, and that's what I liked.
It was authentic, right?
Yes,
It was
yes,
real. Yeah,
yes,
that's
yes.
what I like. What about you, Callie? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, you know what? I made notes for each show, and the only one I have behind here, hold on, is Giselle's new home. The overall show was good. I just know
Uh-huh.
some of the feedback on Janelle, people are rudely talking about her house. I
Yeah.
enjoyed it too, though. I like every person on there except for Karen, but Karen's good TV. Hopefully, she'll be retiring soon, though.
Not retiring, child.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the first note I made was all the people, all of them, their homes. They kind of focused on, except Ashley and Karen and has a new
Yeah.
home. But does Wendy have a new home? Because the way they act like it was like she lived far out. So did they never visit her home first season? Or
I
did she
don't
just
think
knew?
so. I don't think they
Okay.
ever visited. Yeah.
Because they were like, she lives way far out. But people were really talking bad about Giselle's home. And I was
Yeah.
like, she has $1 million house. It may not be the house for you,
Yeah.
but hi, Denise, how are you? But I mean, it's not. Oh, look,
Hi.
Denise was worried
Hi,
about you. I
Denise.
said, honey, Joy ain't worried about us, honey. It's
I
out
went to
on
go
the
see
beach.
Mickey Mouse last week.
Yes, the West Wing, honey. There's Callie. She is driving, but she will be live. So you don't have your avatar up, but she's on.
Denise got the nerve to be asking about me.
You know
Oh
she
yeah.
loves you, girl.
I love her too. Sisters in sin.
Yes, yes, yes. The West Wing. I felt like it was nice on the inside. The outside's just not the traditional look of a house that most people
You know what it
like.
is? Whoever, I don't know, maybe she was trying to work off of a set budget or something, but her original home before any construction started, it was kind of a brick ranch, right?
Mhm.
What
Right.
they
Right.
added to it is, a vinyl siding, two-story. It just doesn't fit the original home. And so, if you're going to buy a brick ranch home, then whatever you add on, it should complement it. Hers
Right.
looks like it's a separate property. It's a nice looking house. I think she maybe went to stick with the budget more so than really making it match what was already there.
Yeah,
I
they
feel
say
like
it's
it's a
cheaper to
big
build
deal.
up than out.
Right.
I've heard that before. It's cheaper to build up than out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Because
maybe
it's
that was it. But I didn't like how she painted the house. I love brick homes.
hmm
To me, it totally defeats purpose to
To
paint your
paint it white.
bricks white.
I know.
It,
Why do people do that?
I do not understand that. And that's something that she did. I love brick houses.
I
And
do
I
too.
even think that the vinyl would have complemented the regular brick, the brown or red brick versus
Hmm.
the white brick better. That's just my
Yeah,
opinion, but
I didn't even realize it was painted brick. I mean, like I have a
yeah, it
brick house.
is.
I would
she
never
painted it.
paint
I hate that. That was
my
the
red
first thing
brick. I
I
mean, like
noticed.
it's
You
like this.
know, brick
They,
houses are my favorite too. I have a
Yeah.
brick house,
me
but
too.
I
Yeah.
have been thinking about painting it, and I have been thinking about doing it white, Joy. And the only
Uh-uh.
reason it's kind of a hesitant thought is because, like you, I think brick is beautiful the way it is, but
Mhm.
I also like the black and white house. So I,
Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
like the stone. I do like stone,
Yeah.
Yeah,
but I don't like
painted brick.
painted
Yeah.
brick because we had a fire in our house
hmm
and our brick had burned. So we replaced our fireplace instead of a brick. They put this stone on top of it. I can't tell you how.
Right.
hmm
But one day I came in and I was like, "Oh, I love this. I don't know what
You was
this,
like, I'm in love. Right.
but I
hmm
love it."
So she could have. She
But
probably
I
could have
did
went that
not
way.
want it painted. That was a big deal for me.
Yeah.
So what did you think about Robin's house that she's building?
I looks nice.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
I
it
thought
looks
it looks
good.
pretty too.
hmm
And Candace's house,
I
Candace's
love
house
her
looks
house.
really nice.
it's
I
really,
am
really nice.
just so proud of
They all, I think,
Candace.
live in really nice. I don't think any
Yes.
of them, because Giselle's house, it's not for me. I like Giselle.
Right.
She built a girl house, but
Yes, she
that's
did.
what she has.
Hmm.
Any grown woman with purple walls, don't have a desire to have a man live there.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. With pink pieces, and that's just her thing. And I mean, I'm not mad at her if that's what she chooses to do. She got a house full of girls.
You're right, but people were really because one person was like in one group, and I don't even talk in a lot of groups because I don't feel like arguing with these crazy people who really are like acting like these people are their friend and you don't even know them. But they was like Monique would never, and I said Monique lived in the truck.
Okay,
How you gonna say like seriously? She
she can't. No disrespect, she couldn't do any of that by herself.
right. That's what I
And look, and I'm not a person that dogs a woman
said.
because she has to. Because the same could be said about Kenya, who makes those conversations about Drew.
Right.
It's nothing wrong with building with your husband. I can respect that. But to down another woman because her only means is, I mean, her means is through her husband.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
not like she could stand on her own. I don't know what Giselle was before she was with Jamal, but I don't think he was rich.
No, he was not. If you ever listen
Yeah.
to Reasonably Shady, he was not. I think she did some like event planning.
Okay.
He was
I don't
a
think
guest
he-
preacher, a pastor, and
yeah.
she convinced him because he had a following. Every time he would guest preach,
Hmm.
he got the same amount of people who follow him. And she was like, "You need to start your own church."
Yeah, because his father, I think he
Right.
attended his
Hmm.
father's church. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how it happened. He was not rich when like
Yeah.
he is now. So I feel, and that's what I said. I said any woman who's a single mother and able to purchase her own home, you can't
Mhm.
knock that.
You can't
You
Toot
knock
just
toot
can't. And
toot toot
so
toot 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 toot.
toot that horn. What else? What about Candace's bonus kids? Did you enjoy seeing them?
Are they
hmm
mixed? I was trying to figure. Are they
I
biracial?
I think so, but Callie said she didn't think they looked biracial. Who
They
knows?
I
You
couldn't
didn't.
might know.
tell.
I neither.
Sometimes you can't tell.
Yeah,
They didn't
Denise
look
said facts.
biracial to
Yes.
me at all.
I don't know. I heard
I
that.
can't tell because it seemed like they may have had a little nap in their hair. Is
Yes,
it?
it was some little.
Yeah, it was maybe not black,
I was thinking
maybe
Asian. I,
or maybe she's biracial
right.
or
Okay,
something
yeah.
like that. I don't
Yeah,
know.
Denise said to me, because I felt like
Yes, they are
they
mixed.
were
That's
having
what I
each other.
thought. With
Yeah, so
what, Denise?
yeah, what do you
If
think
you-
they're mixed with, Denise?
What are
They're
they
mixed with
mixed with?
something. Because they even had a little color to their skin.
I thought so too.
Yeah,
Maybe Hispanic. I said, well, maybe maybe she was Hispanic or something.
that's what I was thinking.
Maybe I
Hispanic, I
don't
can see.
Asian or Hispanic.
Yeah, I
told
can
me
see
that their
Hispanic.
mother. Their mother is biracial.
Right. Okay.
Okay, I can see that.
That makes much
That
sense.
makes more. I can
That's
see.
like Ashley is biracial. Her husband is white. And look at their kids. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. So,
exactly,
yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
So, what do you think about Ashley? They live in like a little townhouse,
I
No, they
think
live in a
they live in.
condo.
a
Yeah, I think
condo.
they live in a condo like downtown. Whatever it is, it's expensive. It's
Oh,
not.
yeah, I'm sure it is. Because
It's
so is
not. It don't look like much, but
it
it ain't.
doesn't.
It's something. It's a big
I
deal.
think
Yeah.
it's film in one room that's like a kid's room. Because it's not,
Correct.
because nobody ever talks about her decor. And I don't think it's all that great. And then what did you think about, did they show Mia's house or is that the next sneak peek I showed? They're going to go into her home with her kids tonight. I think I posted a sneak peek of it. And they're going to show her
We gonna talk about
husband.
her age.
Okay,
Can we
I'm
just
getting, yeah,
okay?
let's going to get there. Okay. So, she, how old do you think Mia is? What do you think about her math skills, first of all?
First of all, she's a terrible lie. This is like Phaedra all over again.
Exactly. That's what I
Trying
was
to figure
thinking.
out how far along she is.
That was
First
funny.
of all, that's all I kept thinking about.
Yeah.
Two, she's a beautiful woman, whatever age she
Here, let
is.
me see.
But if she's 36, she needs to lay off the plastic
She is
surgery
not 36.
because it makes her look 50.
It
Can
trying
you
does.
upload that
to look
picture, Monty,
40.
that I
I'm about
sent?
to. So this is the picture. This is before.
Beautiful woman.
Yes.
Beautiful.
And after, but
Naturally beautiful.
yeah, and that's my point. The first picture,
Right.
way better than the second.
And
She
I'm feeling
looks beautiful, natural. I don't understand because Tamar used to do that. I don't understand how people think you should get ahead of the plastic surgery because it makes your face look fuller. Because she took away her beautiful cheekbones. If you put that picture up again,
let me put it back up.
she's a look at those
She is.
beautiful woman.
Yeah.
Naturally, she
Naturally
probably has no makeup on,
Right.
and that makes her
So
look
she said that she had
50,
what?
looking 30,
Lip,
trying to look 40.
Botox,
Yeah.
some kind of stomach tuck, tummy tuck.
Well, I'm not talking about the body. I was really just
Yeah, I'm just talking about her whole thing. Like she's a builder body. Like why do you want to build your entire body?
Not
Even
a build a body,
you want to
child.
build your vagina. Like I don't get it.
I don't
And
know.
Ashley was
She's
like,
a
that thing has
beautiful
been
woman. I don't know
pounded.
why she would do that.
Because she's too young. Your thing should not be that pound. Ashley said that thing been pounded. What she
Some
said.
people think they look better with all that.
She does. She looks like
everything.
she's in her 40s. That's
Oh
what
yeah.
but she's actually 50, trying to look
Yeah.
like she's in her 40s.
Yeah.
But she claimed to be 36,
And
and
she was like,
it makes
what
her
you say?
look older.
He's 38
Mhm.
years older than me. He's 68. And they were like, and Robin, everybody think Robin's slow. Robin's like, so that means you're 30? So you're, and she was like, no. So it's like she didn't even have her lie together
Yeah.
in her head. But what do you think about her? Do you think you're going to like her?
I think I am, because she
Yeah.
can stand on her own. Because one of the things that Giselle said and I love to see these evolutions. When you bring people on as your friend, and they come on and they become everybody else's friend,
Right,
I
honey.
like to see that. One of the funniest seasons is when Tanya came on, and she went through if y'all watched the setup for Tanya, almost every episode she was somebody else's friend. It was
Really?
yes, because she came on as Nene's friend, and
Oh.
then she was Candy's friend, and then she was Portia's friend. And Bravo actually would post that. I was like, they
Like
just
the
shady.
description, like
Yes,
such
it
and
was
such friend.
so funny to me. But
See,
yeah,
I forgot she was Nene's
I
friend.
know she was. I
She
didn't watch
came
it.
on as Nene's friend.
And then Nene was
You
the
know
one
what?
making her
She had the
cry. That's
store.
interesting.
That's what it was. Didn't she have the store? And Nene was talking about the clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Was that? Yeah, I remember seeing a
She
clip
was
of that.
talking about the clothes and talking about her relationship with Paul.
Correct.
Yes, I
They were
remember
in
that now.
they were in some Asian Beijing or where were they?
Mm-hmm.
They were somewhere in some Asian country. I can't tell you where.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
when
I
Eva
did
was
see that.
on. Yeah.
Yeah, Ashley is, and Ash. I heard Ashley and Mia is gonna go at it, and
Really?
Wendy. Yeah, and Wendy and Mia are gonna go at it tonight. They show it tonight.
Oh, okay. Well,
Wendy
we
and
know
who?
that Mia gets into it also
Oh,
with
yeah.
Candace.
Candace with the salad talking.
And I heard she kind of goes back with Giselle, but Giselle said they were in a good place now. But she
Yeah,
also said her and Karen was in a good place. But Karen been on all her interviews talking about Giselle so bad, so I don't know what to think.
I understand. I want
But
to get into that.
Karen wants to. It's weird because this is just my opinion. I think Karen wants beef with Giselle.
She does.
Like, and to the point where that's her notoriety. Like her storyline is through Giselle. Now Giselle did start with her, true.
Mm-hmm.
I
True but
can't
Yeah.
told.
argue with that.
Mm-hmm.
I
She
can't
did.
argue with that. But I think that her story is going to be through Giselle. Now Giselle's story is through everybody else, but Giselle, if you pay attention, she keeps the show moving. Even when
Uh-huh.
I remember the episode last season when Monique had invited them out to her lake house and they were sitting around bored. Giselle
Mm-hmm.
started laughing and was like, "Okay, y'all, we
We
got
got
let's
right.
do such. Somebody has to keep the show going. That's her role, and she does it well. She just messy. She just
Yeah.
messy.
She messy, and I love Giselle's
I
messiness.
do
Yeah,
too.
I can remember that. She was like, okay, this is boring as heck. We finna do
Right.
it.
We
And
got
then
to
they
do
get the look,
stuff.
and they just lighten the mood,
We just
And I was
got to
like,
do it.
that's what we need. So Karen was on Watch What Happens Live. Did you all watch that?
I watch parts of it.
And I just feel like
No,
if
I
I
can't.
was Karen, every time I'm on something, if the only thing they talk about is Giselle, I'm gonna have attitude. The word
Exactly.
of the day was
Exactly.
Giselle. They
Yeah.
talked about Giselle the entire time. They said Janelle's name so much, Giselle's name so much. I think it was 27 times.
Yeah.
They didn't talk about LaDom. They didn't talk about her wigs. They didn't talk about her perfume.
And
It was
she
all
should have
about
stopped that.
Giselle.
She
Yeah.
should have stopped that. She shouldn't want to be
Yeah.
known as the one whose storyline is Giselle. I mean,
Yeah.
but that's
Yeah.
what's
I
happening.
agree. That's
And
why
I'm
I
sitting
said
here like,
Giselle.
if
I
I was
mean,
Karen,
she's obsessed with Giselle in a weird way. And even the where, and I don't care what nobody say, I'm gonna say this again. That whole she got the hot
oh, I'm
box,
about to show
that is
that. Where is
not
that?
a word. I've never in my life heard about a hot box that was negative.
I
Because
think it's supposed to be hot. It ain't supposed
every
to be
Hotbox. I
cold.
don't know what it
I ain't
it's
is.
supposed to
you
be
want to be like,
hot
oh,
and
baby, that's
hot.
cold. No, this is warm and it feel good. I don't understand.
Yeah, that's crazy to me. I ain't
Yeah,
never met a man that didn't want. Now he don't want it burnt.
burning.
That's the issue.
Yeah, a burnt
Right.
That's
box
the issue.
or a
Don't
fire.
nobody-
Yeah, but not a hot box.
Mm.
I was just like, she said my hot box is a hot box. But let's get into that thing. So she said the hot box. Hey, Antoinette. And she also said Sing Sing. So Denise had posted, and I had heard this too. That it's because she was trying to say it was a loony bin. She didn't think it was a prison. And it's the rumor going around that Jamal sent Giselle to a mental institution.
Well, first of all, Jamal can't send her nowhere,
But
but
that's what they're saying.
he
Yeah.
probably, if y'all think it's entertaining to talk about a woman that had a nervous breakdown because her husband publicly humiliated her and cheated on her, okay, I'll pass on this conversation.
But yeah, everybody was so excited about it. And they thought it was so funny. Not Denise them, but in other groups.
Yeah,
And I was sitting here and I was like, that's nothing to play with.
yeah.
That's nothing to be funny about.
Even if it's true, I don't know if it is or not, but I could see a young mother, particularly one that they said had just had twins, that has a nervous. I mean, I just don't find that an entertaining conversation. But when we put in our people's business, you can't control what somebody else is going to put out. So as much as I'm crazy about Giselle, you can't threaten, but it's something that Giselle got on Karen because she kept telling her to shut up.
Shut up, yeah.
But you
What
do have to
Antoinette
be
says?
careful because just like I know your business, you know mine.
Exactly what it
If
was.
I give you,
Right,
if you
Antoinette.
threatening me to bring some harm to my front door, you have to be prepared for what people have for you, even if it's lies or it don't make sense.
So Antoinette, you're saying that a hot box is something bad. We just hadn't heard it because
I think it's menopause.
It's not. I couldn't even find it in a urban dictionary.
I think it's menopause.
A hot box is a good box. A
right.
burnt box is the bad box.
And she did the wrong word.
And she did the wrong
That's
word.
what I was thinking too.
You can Google it. I mean, it ain't you can't even find, it's nothing written.
Well, another thing is like when you're in a car and you smoke.
That's weed smoking.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I didn't know that either. So I went Googled it.
I knew that because I've read some books.
Yeah, you learned it. You learned it. Mm-hmm. Okay.
But I knew what that was when she had said it. I said that's the first thing I I said, is she talking about smoking weed? And then I Googled it. And I Googled it and I couldn't find anything. And I said, I wonder, did she mean burnt box? And I looked up burnt box and I sent it in a group.
Yeah.
Said, this is what she meant to say. And I just think, like a lot of elderly people, you know how you hear something and you get words mixed up? That's what I think.
Or
I think you got it mixed up.
Say, she hot in the pants. She's fast because she did talk hot.
She hot, but that's negative. Yes, right. Your man also wants you hot and bothered.
That's right. So I didn't get it. And then she called up. I did think this was the best line, and I'm sorry. And I love Giselle, but what she called her, broke hoe from Hampton, you know?
Oh.
That was good. I don't care what nobody say. That's about the only thing I felt was good that Karen said. And you could tell everybody was confused and wasn't as pleased.
Nobody had heard of hot box. It's not a term. It's not a term.
But yeah, so Giselle
it was like, see, everybody was like,
what? I was like, that's a prison. But tonight, Giselle is going to be on Watch What Happens Live. So I wonder if they're going to talk about Karen as much. It's going to be her and Michael Rappaport.
I hope not. I just wish she would shut it down. Okay, yeah, Karen is still Karen. Can we get to the next topic? I wish they would just shut those conversations down. If Giselle would do that, do you know how little?
But I thought she had on when she was on what's the name of that show? The morning show, the New York. Her and Robin was on it. The guys in New York.
Mm-hmm.
Also, she said
a hot box and a burning box is not the same thing. I ain't never heard.
Who said that? Karen did.
At Bravo Clubhouse. I ain't never heard.
I don't know nothing.
They're adding that together. It's nothing written. Nothing.
Yeah.
Show me something. It ain't nothing that's not written on the internet.
No, it's not. I was like, it's supposed to be hot. I was sitting there like,
right. I was so confused. I was like, I had to go. I was like, am I tripping?
Oh, I mean,
y'all know I'm kind of up on that kind of stuff.
Right, me too.
I'm a closeted. I'm not a prune. What is it? I'm a closeted. Whatever. But I read a lot.
Karen said that. Okay, so Karen said. So
yeah, Karen did say that.
Everybody was like, "We're not gonna watch it. Monique's not there. We're not gonna watch it." I feel like the ratings were pretty good.
They were better than anything during the pandemic.
Bravo was smiling, I'm sure, because that's
that is
in a while.
Because I think that was probably close to Housewives, Atlanta's number.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, but it's higher than New York, higher than Beverly Hills.
Yeah, Beverly Hills is higher than all of them.
All of them.
It's way higher than like Dallas and all them. Like they don't.
Married to Medicine.
Oh yeah, they're horrible. Oh,
as far as the two that's leading, it's still as bad as Atlanta was. It's still Atlanta and Potomac.
So what else did I have? Oh, did you all watch Candace's video?
I did.
Did you?
I would have thought that song was horrible had I just heard it. But when I saw the visuals, I thought it was cute.
I thought it was really cute.
Yeah, I think the visuals helped, but it's cute. And I like that all the ladies
No, that's
were
not.
in the video at the end.
I
I
did
thought that was
too.
cute.
I thought I had uploaded that picture. I guess I didn't. It was like all of them were there. They were happy for her.
Mhm.
Oh, that we're gonna talk about Crystal in a minute. But yeah,
Mhm.
I was excited about that. Did you like the
Mhm.
song, Callie?
Yeah. Yep. I do. I didn't
Mimi
like her
ain't got no
ponytail. I like the
business
song.
with nobody's clothes. How dreadful. Okay, Dwight. That sound like Dwight. I like it and the visuals. Happy for
I
yeah.
love that video
I
too.
like
And
the visual. The visuals, I think, added a context to the story, so
Mm-hmm.
it was
yeah,
good.
Chris like bad. So I think he follows us because he likes all the stuff we put out. But I was like, honey,
Does it?
yeah, he does. I said, I know the song is called Drive Back, but honey, you doing a drive by on your haters.
Yeah, that was cute.
He liked it,
Mhm.
so
Yeah.
I hope Candace will start following us one day too. Anything else with them? I thought it was really good. I
Wait a
can't
minute.
wait.
Is she? I heard that she's getting ready to leave the show. Have y'all
Who?
heard that? Candace.
Who said that?
Why you say that?
Just what I've been reading on the other pages is that they're getting ready to replace her. That's why I sent that message in instant message to y'all asking what y'all thought about that.
I wonder is she on chill mode this season? I wonder is that it? We have to see how the season play out.
Uh-huh.
Because it's possible that Candace has decided I ain't finna clown for these folks this year.
Right.
It's quite
Yes.
possible.
Yeah.
Because it seems like to me last season, that's how she started off. I think she had made a conscious decision to do better. And then because that's what it seemed like. She was walking away from so many arguments. And then the fight happened and it inadvertently became about her.
Mm-hmm.
And it really was hard on her, I'm sure.
Yeah. So I can see that.
So you heard that too.
So you heard that too, Antoinette? Okay.
Look at her. Yes,
She cried.
She's
Yeah.
being replaced. Like she'll be
Let me.
replaced.
I don't even
before the
have
end
no
of the
tissue to
season.
fold.
Oh, I got some. Hold on.
I hope not. But
Me
we have to
too.
see how the season plays out. You finna fold some tissue on behalf of Candace. All right, Candace.
Mm-hmm.
I like Candace.
I don't.
I actually like this whole cast.
I love them.
And I think I might like Mia a whole lot better because I did not like Monique. I didn't, and then I did.
Right.
And then I didn't again.
And then I stopped.
Yeah.
After she wouldn't just say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Kelly, what you say?
I didn't like Monique either. I thought she had a couple phony moments. I just never really did like seeing her. She was nothing. I don't know.
She seemed kind of phony to me.
Something like she was clearly there. She was one of the new money girlfriends, and it just clearly felt like, you know, my husband signed a big contract. He's retired, but I'm about to be the social queen. Let me in. Give me your contact book. Okay, don't give me your contact book. I'll steal it anyway.
That's what happened.
Monique was on a different mission. It just didn't work.
Now that I agree with that. Yeah,
I agree with that wholeheartedly. Mm-hmm. And I feel like she thought Kendall was going to get her into something too. That's why she brought her on the show to her Giselle and Karen and then Sharice. She tried to steal like all their contacts. Monique did to get famous in Potomac, and it kind of backfired on her. You can't fight people and they want you to come around. So, anything else with Potomac? I know it's going to be good tonight. Oh, after we get off of here at 6:00, they're having a watch party. I think it's hashtag RHOP watch party on Twitter. If you want to do it with them, it's going to be the premiere show. It's going to be right before the other show. They're going to talk about and give some behind the scenes. So if y'all want to watch it, do it. It's not watching it. It's kind of just tweeting with them, Joy. I've never done it before.
Well, that's how it might be if it's doing the show. You tweet.
It'll be coming up. Oh, that's what we watched that one time. When they was coming up and it was kind of showing what they were saying. Yeah. Okay. I must probably do that.
It's fun. It's a lot of fun when all the cast gets involved.
And they're all going to be
not ugly. And it's not ugly.
Mm-hmm. And another thing was on Watch What Happens Live, so I'm going to end with this. It's Andy asked a question to Karen. If you could trade anybody from the show and take another housewife somewhere else, who would you do? And she was like, I wouldn't trade anybody. We're all good. So that's why I feel like even though they do argue, they do love each other. Yeah, so that's what you were saying. Love and Marriage Huntsville used to do it. Yeah, so no,
not Love and that was Married at First Sight.
Married. Oh, I would have been in there with you?
Married at
Next
First
time,
Sight.
let me know because
Yeah.
I'm into that.
Well, they haven't. A lot of these people don't like social media now because it's been kind of harmful to them. But there's usually a group of them, one or two, three or four that may. So you have to. It's every year is just different.
You just gotta see.
Because
Okay.
they used to. I think they used to make them do because they had a Married at First Sight Twitter.
Okay.
I don't know if they still do that anymore.
Well, I'm gonna do it with Giselle them tonight. You know I call them Giselle them because I feel like she's for
That's
Tom.
who they
But I
are.
don't know what
Giselle
everybody else.
and them. Giselle and them.
Giselle, look, nobody ain't come to see you, Otis. Nobody come to you, Karen. Okay? Nobody. All right.
Not
anyway.
Otis.
Ooh, not Otis.
So let's do New York. It wasn't much that happened. Did you all watch New York?
Yeah.
I can't believe y'all watch this show. This show is terrible. This show is terrible. Oh my God. And look.
The Prashan chick. What is going on with that?
You think she gonna have what is it, an apple next year?
No. They'll probably kick her off before the end of the season. We just don't know it yet because it's already recorded. But no, she got some shady stuff going on. I'm just waiting for it to come out.
What is going on? It was like a whole bunch of cackling and a whole bunch of nonsense.
All of them were bad. Like I'm even getting sick of Ebony. Like I think it ain't nobody as pro-black as me, but she pro or blacker than
she is pro, child.
And I think she's going to address that. She's going to be on some show addressing that, or was she already?
Well, right here it's saying that, and this is, I don't know how true this is. I just got it from Instagram. But they're saying they're blaming the poor ratings on Ebony and her racial storyline. Nobody wants to see that. Did you all hear that?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. See, I didn't watch this show prior to, but I know that even the episodes that weren't about her before she started doing this racial stuff, it was terrible. Like, I was just like, no disrespect. This was a bunch of drunk white women. How is this entertaining? I said that the first couple of episodes, like before Ebony got into all of this other stuff. But Ebony seems to at least have some kind of dialogue. But we also have to keep in mind, which is hard, that this is during quarantine.
Mm-hmm.
And that they were probably filming in the summer, fall.
They were.
It was bad.
It was bad racial
bad.
It was the election. It was so it's not like
a lot going on.
Yes, what was on everybody's mind. But yet they are saying that
and the numbers, they didn't even have a vaccine then. I have to keep reminding myself of that. So they're trying to make things, they can't go out in the city, they can't be fabulous. So they're kind of stuck in these houses.
Right.
You know, and I'm trying to remind myself because this show is just bad to me.
But no, this is how they always are. They drink and they argue and they make up and they drink. And this is how New York has always been. Really? They're also saying that Mona is supposedly out. She's hearing the rumors, so she doesn't want to film the reunion. So they're postponing the reunion. She feels like she's going to be seen as a bigot and a racist. So they're having drama over there.
But that's her fault. She's the one that has decided. You can decide as a person to tap out of conversations, which, if you notice, only 2 or 3 of them are engaging. She's decided to try to make a diversion, and that's the problem. And she had another white girl. I can't even think of that lady's name. I can't even think of. I call her a lady. I can't even think of her name. Who actually said that she is a racist? That's the reason why that felt like that's the reason, and she wanted to bring a black friend around to prove that she's not.
That she's not.
That wasn't even Ebony.
That was not.
That was your friend.
Because none of them are married, their ratings are low. Because somebody said that's why. Because none of them are married.
It's to me. I can't relate. I'm not feeling it. I'm only watching this show because I'm doing this show.
Yeah.
And I'm watching it as I'm doing it, I'm like, this is hard. This is like a waste of time.
This was bad. And then Ramona, what does she? Okay, so she has a problem where she just poops everywhere. Like, can you not get that fixed?
It's just a disgusting
You know what
conversation.
people were saying on
Yeah,
in them
Denise put it
groups,
in the
right?
group. I didn't put it in the group. Denise.
Oh, I know.
And I said, well, I know you can get your JJ tightened. Can you not get that tight? Okay. It's got to be a cure.
Well, but she, she likes backdoor entry, so I don't know that she's
Right.
necessarily
Oh, but if you
looking
Well,
to
that
go
was
and
the
find her
rumor.
and have
Is
to
that
start
right,
that
it's
whole
the
yeah,
backdoor
process over
entry
again.
that loosens the back door.
yeah, yeah. But she just said it. And so if you keep doing it, there's no need to get surgery. Is that what you're saying, Callie?
What Denise just said.
Yeah, that okay. So and it's all on. And she talking about that's
Can
my
you get
makeup.
that
And you know
tight?
your makeup ain't that dark, Ramona. Did you like really?
My whole thing is, how could you not know and clean it up? Like she had to walk out of the bathroom. That's what's crazy. Now, people were saying that if that was really her friend, she wouldn't have brought that attention to the camera.
Yep.
I mean, but they're really
But they
reality
said
TV
this is the
people.
second season that
Yeah.
this is happening.
Well, I
That's
mean, even
gross.
in the car, they were like, "We pray for no poop." Like, that was like a chant they were having. And you didn't, yes, like this is going to be a poop free vacation.
That's crazy.
So, I mean, like, they just tell the truth on there.
If she
So you
eats
think she just ain't eat? She
a
just
sandwich,
drinking and not
not
eating?
bad.
That could be it too. You don't eat
Oh,
and
it
you
could
drink.
be, and a lot of people that died a lot eat a lot of, take a lot of laxatives
Mm-hmm.
to get their food out of them, and that could be it too. She
That
could
could be.
makes her bowels loose.
See, that's just
Quite possible she just didn't make it to the bathroom.
And so, what do you think about her name, Bashan and Sonya going at it? I feel like they just sound like two cackling
Girl,
kids.
were they drunk? I was hoping they was drunk. This
I
was just
don't
Well,
know.
Sean said she was.
yeah,
Oh
she did.
yeah, she did say she was drunk.
Maybe.
If they don't
Well,
hush up, but that's all I got from New York. I'm gonna keep watching it because we do this show, but
Right. It's
whew,
terrible.
it's hard this year.
It's terrible.
I
I
even put might skip, so I didn't. I think I wasn't supposed to talk about that
It's
one.
just like watching Kim Zolciak is tardy for the party. I'm just
I
like,
have,
I remember watching the episode. Was like, how is this even a show?
and they lasted longer than Married to Medicine Houston, Married to Medicine LA. You know that they ratings had to be worse than those two shows. So I
That
was
was
like, how
terrible.
should they keeping a show?
They don't even get a mil. Y'all see that they got like 0.7 for
Yes,
their
for their reunion.
reunion.
That's bad. What did you think about their reunion? Did you watch it?
I did. I did. I actually watched that. They had it on at the house. They had it on demand. I don't. It's nothing Contessa says. I believe. I
Yeah.
just don't. It's that seems like they couldn't even get how long. How long has the separation been in place? 1 month, two
Yeah, they
months,
didn't know.
6 months. They can't even get their lie straight. It's nothing. I don't believe anything Contessa says. I just don't.
And then she said, and I don't know if anybody caught this or I heard it wrong, was she went to wherever she went to school with because she needed a break and they were fighting. There was a separation, and that didn't make sense to me either. What really? You just gonna leave your kids and your husband when you in turmoil? I don't get it.
I don't believe it. And she's still in school. Because if you remember on the last episode, those were the two best episodes of the season.
And see, I didn't
The
watch.
last
I
two
ain't watched.
episodes when they were out of town and they came in, she was studying. I
Oh,
don't believe anything those two are trying to present to us.
I
I
don't
just
get it.
don't.
And what did you think? Did you feel like, because I don't dislike Quad. I actually like Quad a little bit. Not a lot of it, but a little bit. But I feel like she was just talking too much. What do y'all think?
God wants to get, you don't get a peach or anything there. So what do you get?
What do they get?
She wants her
A
medical
stethoscope, honey. They get a stethoscope.
stethoscope. I don't know. She just trying because she's allegedly dating a doctor. You heard her say that?
Who is? Quad. See, I ain't even listen to her. So you think he got a side piece for real, Denise? I don't know. I don't know where Callie went. She was probably coming live. She was driving. But I don't believe it. I think she's
She
lying.
just lies to be lying. It's
Yeah,
weird
she
to me.
does.
And
And
they present. I mean, I'm friends with Scott on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Either they are the biggest fronters ever because they present a happy life. They go places together, they dress the same, they
Mm.
coordinate. They look like a very beautiful just do home. Can
Can
go,
Quad go home? Just
uh,
do. Yeah, go home is probably yeah. Yeah,
it's
she needs.
weird to me. It's
Yeah,
just very weird to me.
what they're presenting on the show does not show reflect what they're presenting on their
Online.
Instagram or on their lives. So it just doesn't make sense. I don't get it. But I guess Quad's gonna date a doctor so she can stay on the show. Well, did I mean I don't know. I didn't watch it that much. So let's go to. Did you watch Beverly Hills? Oh, we can't talk about Beverly Hills without Callie. Well, oh well.
We sure can't.
Where is she
We need
at?
to skip over Beverly Hills until she come back.
Yeah, let's go and do Huntsville, which I would like her to be here too. But what did you think about the Love and Marriage Huntsville?
I think it was a good kickoff. I think, this is my favorite reality show
That's a good.
on cable right now. It's just a really good show. Um,
So what do
Maurice
I have?
said something that I don't know if y'all peeped.
Who did?
Maurice said, I don't know if they're gonna get back together or not.
Did. And I thought about you.
Mm-hmm.
But
I've
I
been
think he
saying
said
that
that
those two are
because
going to get back together. I see at some point she
wait
tries
a
to
minute.
comfort him and he moves her arm away.
Melody tried to
Yeah,
tried
she
to
tried
comfort.
to
Yeah,
comfort him.
I saw
He
that.
moves her arm away.
Who Denise? I'm going back. Who was
She said
faking it?
Linda, she was faking all of that.
Who was? Oh well, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. So anyway, let's start off. They start off with them meeting to build Scott Manor,
Mm-hmm.
and
I don't know why Maurice is there.
why was he there?
Because Kimmy ain't no way Kimmy would move.
No,
I don't blame her now. At first I was like, if your man gonna build the house for you, why would it ain't no way a man can say he gonna build a house for me. I don't care if it was on a hill in a village. I'm going. But I kind of get why. I don't know if I would want to be immersed in family like that.
that they too involved. I don't get. I mean, I think it's gonna be beautiful. He can, and Marcel seems to be over Tish to me this episode.
Oh,
Is his name Marcel?
Marshall. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, over Tish, his wife. Like she keeps wanting the house, but she wants to change it and all of this stuff. Did you know Kimmy was a caterer? That's what I don't want to forget.
I thought she was a nurse.
She's a nurse,
Did she leave her job? She may have left her job.
credit repair. She does catering.
I forgot. She is a credit repair. Yeah, Kimmy got jobs, honey. She can't
Kimmy is
call
a
her lazy.
Jamaican.
You can't call her lazy.
She is a freaking Jamaican. I was like, how could she have all these jobs? And I mean, what did you think
I
about
wonder did she leave her job though? Because
Wonder? Because there's no way.
it's quite possible that during COVID she got burnt out or she's
Mm-hmm.
taking a leave of that. It's quite possible. I heard that there are some hospitals that are requiring the vaccine. There are people that are refusing, and I don't know if you know, in a federal case they just lost. So if a hospital requires it, that they either have to right now they either have to take the vaccine or they could be terminated.
They could be terminated.
And that's a federal judge that just threw that out. So, and that's because we have okayed certain things in the past.
Right.
That's really why. Because nobody objected to getting a TB test or a hepatitis shot. Nobody.
Right.
So you can't then turn around and say no to this.
I don't want the vaccine.
But it's kind of crazy because it's not a vaccine.
I just get it, but yeah, I feel like she's over it. So let's go to what else I have. Oh, Marceau, or was it Maurice? One of them said that Martell and Tish are similar. I can't remember which one said it. I wrote it down.
Why? What was the context of that? I can't remember.
It was just that they want things their way, kind of, and don't listen to
what other
people are saying.
I can see that. And that's true.
She's probably been back for a while. I didn't even notice.
There's Callie.
There she go.
But Callie, we waited on you for
Yeah,
Beverly Hills. We
we
skipped
waited.
over it. We coming back to it.
I
Yeah.
bet y'all did.
Yes, we did.
But one thing that I found so interesting is when this episode was Tisha's, although her mama wasn't there,
Uh-huh.
her cousin and her brother
Brother.
was call themselves nice nastily. It's nice
Right.
nasty running up on Kim. And Kim handled it well.
She
But
did.
Tisha, when they were talking, I don't think she hears herself.
Mm-mm.
And nor does Marceau, and this is what they have in common. When Tisha was explaining to her that she needs her loyalty, a Trump, she needed her loyalty.
Uh-huh.
Tisha gave her, and this is the second time she's given her clear examples of you're asking me for something that you're not willing to give me. She gave
Mm-hmm.
her another example, this time again about people saying things about her and that she doesn't defend her. She wants to get all of the loyalty, but doesn't even see that you don't think it was disloyal for you to even film with Kiowa. Now
Right.
they didn't air it, but they aired it later.
Mm-hmm.
But you film with her knowing this woman wants to put out there that I had an affair while
Yes.
she was still married with Maurice. That's not fair.
And she said, and she was like, and Melody and them never said anything like that about you.
Right.
Nothing like that about you. But you let this woman put all this about me out there,
Mhm.
and it was okay.
It was okay.
And then she also said, if I'm loyal to you, that does not mean I have to agree with everything that you say.
She doesn't get that.
She
And
doesn't
she
understand that.
probably doesn't necessarily want to agree with everything that she says, but I think she wants it not to be on camera. I think
Oh.
that may be her issue. Now I'm not sure, but it's
Mhm.
an on camera thing. But on camera she don't want any pushback. She don't want any correction. She just wants a dummy.
And
But
she don't even
she's
want it for her mama either, because her mama can do all kind of stuff to people. And you and Kimmy cannot put her Miss Wanda in her place.
But that's what loyalty is to
Right.
me. You
Mm-hmm.
have a group of people that give blind loyalty in the streets. They're going to present a united front. But you also have to be willing to give that. And that's what Tisha doesn't see. Because Kim is giving her examples. I don't even think she heard her.
She didn't.
She's just like, yeah, I just want to move on. And she started crying.
That's her mom. You think it's
That's
her
just her
mom the way
mom.
she was
Yeah.
raised?
And you also have to remember that Wanda and Tisha are probably 15 years apart.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it's no disrespect as being 15 and pregnant, because there's plenty of them in my family that have been there and they've had been great mothers and experiences. They're 15 years apart. And when you are a baby raising a baby,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you have an unrealistic view of it's just not reality. It's just your babies.
I mean,
And
she they raised each other.
yeah.
Basically, they did.
Yeah.
And so I don't know, but I felt like she was just. I didn't like Tish this episode.
She's so nice, but for the wrong reasons. It's like I think people are starting to pity her. I mean, she's just completed her second master's degree, yet she's still acting like she's in preschool with some of these friendship conversations. So it's a little scary, and I do think it's because her parents did that to her. Everybody spoiled her, and don't get me wrong, I'm all for being spoiled. I was spoiled. I do everything I can to spoil my daughter. That's okay, but you also have to be taught that you do still have to have some level of brains. Something's off.
Common sense. I feel like she's smart. Yeah.
Somebody said she's the dingiest, the most educated, dingiest person that they've ever seen on television. That's somebody
and when she started crying. I'm like, wow, she don't get. She's not even listening. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was a little scary.
It's like she's not listening. She's waiting so she can rebut whatever. She's not even listening to what you're saying. She's just worried about what she's gonna say next. Right. And it's like in her mind, and I think that's what because I'll be like, what face is she making? She's trying to wait for you to hurry up because she wants to go. And
Exactly.
I don't know. I hopefully she gets better because on this episode she was horrible.
Mhm.
Um, what else I have? Oh, another thing. This was right after Martell did the Steve Harvey thing. This is why I think Maurice thought they was gonna get back together because he apologized, and then Marceau said, because you know right now he doesn't believe Martell's apology because there was no change to behavior. Did y'all catch that?
I don't understand what change behavior is after you're already divorced.
Right. They were out. That's what I was, and I was sitting here like, do
Because
they do
he, he
something we
he
don't
went on Strawberry Letter after he was divorced.
know?
They
Yeah.
were
And I was
divorced.
sitting there like, what are you talking about? But then I was like, Martell don't even talk about what's her name. I know we call her Areola. What's her real name?
Ariane.
Ariane. He don't even. Are they together? Like, did he ruin his family to not be
I
with this woman?
told y'all last season one of the things that I don't understand about I on both ends. I don't understand a woman that's gonna be with a man and not cover him, and I do not
Oh God.
understand a man that would ruin his entire family for a woman he would not even be with.
He
It
don't
does not make any
even
sense
no
to me.
sense. I
It
don't
just
get it.
doesn't. But they say that they I don't know who they is either. To be honest.
Right.
But
We
I'm
so
in
much in
enough
the street.
groups. Look, I'm in
Right.
enough groups.
Me too.
Yeah. In one of the groups, they said that they have been seen together, like out and about. Like one time it was at a club, somebody saw them together out, and I don't know. And this has been since they've been divorced.
Oh, so it was okay.
Yeah. But if you look at her Instagram or whatever and the things that she posts, I don't think that they're together.
I don't either. She seems depressed and very sad. And somebody asked her was she suicidal on one of those posts. That's how bad it is.
Well,
Wait a minute. Who are you talking
Areola.
Ari-
about? Oh, okay.
Carry on. Whatever
Areola.
post song.
Ariana
Yeah.
is nickname for Areola.
Yeah.
that's your on your breast.
That's it. I know. I was gonna pull mine up so you feel like I'm gonna do the
But
same.
yeah,
But yeah, so I feel bad for her. I mean I shouldn't, but oh, and let's talk about Destiny and the divorce.
Hmm.
I,
Is
we
anybody?
knew
I wasn't surprised. I
I
mean,
was not.
well, did y'all see that he the one that put it out there before?
Yes, he filed for
Like a couple of
divorce.
days before the show aired, he did an
Mm-hmm.
Instagram post saying that, his now divorce or something to ask for privacy. And somebody said,
Mm-hmm.
are y'all divorcing or divorced? And he piped back in and said, no, we are officially
Yeah,
divorced.
they're divorced. And he filed. He did it. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't make it 2 years.
so
To
she's a full
me,
castmate this season too. She wasn't
Yeah,
last
she's
year,
on
right?
the thing.
So
Yeah.
I wonder what it is. What is her draw? Why did she get a what do they hold? Not peaches, but why did she get a cast spot? What's her benefit? Do you think?
Oh.
Oh,
She's
just
on the thing. It starts with Kimmy, then I think it goes with her, then it goes to Tish them, and then
yeah,
it goes to Martell, then it ends with Melanie. You know, I always look at the placements. But
right.
yeah, she has her own little section in the intro. So she's an official cast member. And I don't know if I share all these things. I don't know if y'all watched it yet. There's a sneak peek, and she talks about, or it might have been in the show, where he was mad because she didn't take his last name.
Yes, yes,
Is
yes,
that
yes, yes.
divorce?
You know what though? Not to get too personal, but so when I was married, I kept I hyphenated my name.
Yeah.
And it was for the same reasons that she did. You want to keep that name. If you're a girl, you're the last one that's going to carry that name on somehow. I did the same thing, and I don't think he was too happy about it either. So I don't think I understood it then, or maybe I was just too independent to really care. I wanted to go in that. Look at Joy. I wanted to go in that with
My battery's going
my
low.
mother's last name because I didn't want to lose my identity. And so look at Joy. Joy, the facial expression. Joy got one of them faces that will tell the story
I
without
do too. I
ever
practice in the
saying a
mirror though.
word. Okay.
I'm telling y'all, I practice in the mirror before I'm about to have something so my face does not tell on me.
See,
So, you know. But
but
she
I
wanted to do it
understand that though.
because she was the only living person like her. Her mom's dead. Everybody was not around anymore.
She also cut him. She also cut him off too, and said, "Well, we don't need to go into that. We can talk about it in counseling." So
Yeah.
maybe her independence went a little bit too far. Go for it, Joey. Go, go, go.
Yeah. So why do you say? Well, they did say he only married her because she was pregnant. I don't know if that's true or not.
I don't
Yeah.
understand how they had all of those miscarriages. This isn't a situation where she just popped up pregnant once and there
Right.
it is. She said that they had, if memory served, it was an excess of like what, 6 or 7 miscarriages.
Not that.
Yeah,
Well,
she
that's
had.
what
It
she
wasn't
told.
like 1 or 2. I can't remember
Right.
the number. I'm gonna be honest, but it
Right.
was a lot. And so this was their like little miracle baby.
Oh no.
And that, so I don't think he married her because she was pregnant.
I don't believe that. I didn't know about the
Yeah.
miscarriages.
She had all of those miscarriages. This wasn't a situation where, they probably were actively trying to get pregnant.
Oh, and
And once this pregnancy stuck, or I don't know what the word is, once this was a successful
it made it to
pregnancy,
the end. Right.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
this may have jump started. Let's get married.
Okay.
But I wonder what last name she gave the baby.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, let's go look. Somebody find out for us.
Oh, they trying to look at this here. They're going to take the last name. All right,
Is
let
this
me hang
you,
up my.
Kelly? I see you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna remove.
I
Oh, you
wonder what
removed.
she gave, because if she didn't give the baby see, okay, so
I'm
I'm
sure she
kind
gave that baby his
of
last name.
particular with last names. When I got married, on paper, my husband took my last name when we got married.
He took yours?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But for religious reasons, because
Right.
I don't want to say my last name, but
I got you.
you got it.
Yeah.
But he had earned that last name already. He just had not officially changed it.
Okay,
Look
let me
at
check.
Kelly.
What is your name, Callie?
Oh,
Oh,
put it back. Look at it. Look at it.
Callie Erica K. Lord,
Erica
That's right.
Jane.
Look,
girl, I
that's
Erica
can't
it
wait
too.
till you
Jane.
get this. Lord have mercy.
So
So,
he took your last
so
name.
he technically took my last name when we got married. That's probably why, and I'm probably
Yeah.
gonna have to go
I
back to
need you to.
Stewart because of that when I get my real ID in a couple of weeks. Because I can't prove
You can.
why my last name is Muhammad. Oh, I just told her.
You did.
I can't prove why my last name is what it
I
is.
need you to plug it in the back.
So I don't know what's going to
Okay.
happen in a couple of weeks. I don't know what my last name is going to be in a couple of weeks.
Really?
Yeah. If I have to go, because I'm not going to fight with the U.S. government. So
Oh,
if
right.
I have to go back to my pre-married name, I will. I'm not even going to argue with it. I had already said in my mind that that's going to happen.
And so,
Because
yeah.
I know I can't prove it. I can't. Because back in before 9/11, all you needed was a letter from your religious affiliation saying this is your
Oh,
religious name. After
right.
9/11, you had to legally change it. So I didn't go through and all you had to do was take that letter to the Social Security office, get your Social Security card, and then take that and go get a driver's license.
Oh, man. I didn't know any of that.
Yeah, so now it's totally different. And I'm not gonna argue with them. So
I wouldn't argue
my
with them.
last name gonna have my daddy's. It's just gonna have. I'm not gonna argue with them. I'm gonna
Well,
find out in a couple of weeks because I
well,
gotta
I
have.
want to know now because you don't put me. I know you know I'm nosy, but I mean I don't see anything
Very
wrong with keeping your last name. I do think you should. I like the hyphenated of it all, but some people. I mean, like I guess like T and Tamara. I think they're hyphenated. They kept their last name, and I know they're stars, but some women
Oh,
just
did they?
yeah, they just
Quad
want
had a hyphenated name.
yeah, and I don't see anything wrong with it. What else did we have on them?
Speaking of
I've had
quad,
students. I've had students that had hyphenated last name.
Yeah, they have their mother and their daddy's last name sometimes.
Yeah.
And like if you do Hispanic names, most of the time their middle name is their mother's maiden name, and then they have their dad's last name. It's
Oh.
because we on tickets and stuff. You know, I used to work at the court and whatever, and you
Okay.
would have to figure it out. But yeah,
Okay.
what was you gonna say about Quad? We talked about her a little bit on the reunion while you was away. What you want to say about?
no, I was thinking of quad and I can't think of the other. Anyway, they're searching for people for the Atlanta Housewives. Why not Quad Monique? That's who it was. Why
No.
not Monique? Go to Atlanta Housewives. What do y'all think?
Mm-mm.
Wouldn't work.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Monique would go beating up everybody, wouldn't she?
No, but she get beat up.
Yeah, I don't think that would work. Okay, that
No,
was it.
we don't
That
want
was
her.
yeah.
You know we don't want them. No, 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 no.
She's too concerned about her image. That's
Who?
really the
Monique, she wanted to portray this
yeah,
perfect.
she was too concerned about her image
Yeah.
to be in any situation. That's why they said that she had pitched the show to Oprah
Mm-hmm.
Network
Yeah.
because she wants her own TV show.
Nobody don't want her. So y'all ready to talk about Beverly Hills?
Yes, let's go
Since
on
Kelly is
Beverly Hills.
here. All right. So I am loving me some Crystal. What do
I
y'all
do.
feel about her?
I don't think she a bully. I don't know why people keep saying that. Cause I'm like, how can she bully somebody that keep bringing stuff to her? Like, yeah,
Yes.
I think it is that. And this is my opinion. I think that Sutton is unsuccessful in bullying her, and
Mm-hmm.
she keeps getting the great comeback. Crystal's a sharpshooter. Yes, she will use stuff that you told her against you. She will do that.
She got a man.
Yeah, I don't think that makes you a bully.
No,
You
it does
just
not.
can't tell her nothing. You just
And
can't
she
tell
don't
her
back down because they have been trying to make her take that dang
assault.
on vindicated word away.
Hmm. And
So much.
assault.
No, I
Mhm.
am not. I am not going to do it because you're crying. You're
And she is awkward. And
yes, she
it is
is.
annoying that you keep crying and want everybody to come to your defense. She said everything that I've been thinking.
And that's why, everybody's like, Candace cries too much. She cries too much. I'm telling you, on Dallas, Brandy cries so much. I'm like, I don't understand. It's like black women can't cry. Because when the white women cry on these shows, they run to them, they coddle them. We're harder on our own people. Because
Yeah.
white people don't be like, oh my God, she's a crybaby. They be like, oh, she's just hurt, or she's going through this, or she's going through that. But with Candace, when she cried, people just talk so bad about her because she was crying. We do not like to see black women cry. And
Right.
you can see the difference if you watch the white shows because they run to them when they cry. They
Mm.
like baby them. Chris was like, I'm not here for your tears. You're awkward. You're inappropriate. And she was like, why were you crying? Because I wanted to leave. She said, leave.
Yeah.
I was like, you go, Crystal. So,
I like this.
But we all know that that's not why she was really upset.
why was she
They
upset?
said she was upset because she didn't bring a gift.
That's why she was
Bam.
upset. Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's
And
exactly
she
why.
felt embarrassed about that she probably forgot. And
She
instead of
did.
her saying, I really forgot, I'm so sorry. I got you, girl. I promise you. I mean, that's respectable. Like,
Her
it's a
entire
lot going
demeanor
on.
changed when she saw them, and they all went in on gifts and left her out too. But Crystal was involved, and that probably made her mad as well. Because Crystal and I can't remember who I went. Kyle and somebody else went into a gift together, and then
Yeah,
Lisa and Erica went into a gift together.
and Garcelle
So
really liked it.
that she loved her gift from Crystal,
Yeah.
and
And
that
that's when
pissed
Sutton looked over and went
Sutton off.
the slow motion exorcist turn.
Right. And then she should be mad at Kathy, because Kathy the one keep calling her peeping Thomasina. Nobody
Why do I like that weird lady? She is so
else.
she actually is. I'm more interested in her than any of them on
She
there.
is
Like,
like,
she's interesting. And
They
it's
are
probably
saying she
because she
saved the
comes from
show.
real money.
uh-huh.
And so does her sister, but I don't
Yeah.
like her sister. I don't like Kyle so
Yeah.
much.
Mm-mm.
But I actually really like Kathy.
Me too. I like Kathy. Kathy's
I don't
cool.
dislike Kyle, but I don't like her either.
And I feel like some people were saying that, Kathy's Paris's mom. And Paris kind of acts a little dingy.
She's
And
awkward,
it's an
according.
act.
Yeah.
And so if it is, I love it. I'll watch it all day long.
I'm always
But
I'm always cold.
I
these are
love
put
her
together,
innocence
Crystal and
too.
Ebony.
When she
I thought
said,
cool.
remember when she said, "Who is?" Wait
Who
a
is
minute.
Dory?
Yeah, Hunky Dory. She said, "Who is Hunky Dory?"
I said, child. But I don't know where they were, but Crystal and Ebony have been hanging out, and
Yeah,
supporting each other.
I like
So,
that.
so let's look at this right here. Oh, let me get off this. Okay, what y'all think about this scene?
They said that's so fake that something was going on last season or season 4 last. Ain't nobody cried that she ain't had no running mascara then. But now all of a sudden she got on the cheap mascara. And
Honey,
I read in a group that they
I
were saying that she is so trying to present that she is so now poor or humble financially. But allegedly, this is Tom's friend's house, allegedly, that she's renting. So if she went to Tom's friend to ask him to rent out his house, how did he not know that she was moving?
same way the security cameras didn't see her packing up the furniture, and we know they got it. He know about it. But this is her going grocery shopping. Look, you know.
She trying her best to
She
present
is trying
some
her
humble.
best. Well,
Girl, she
Denise
need to be ashamed of
presented
herself.
something today.
That
About-
made absolutely no freaking sense. I mean, I just feel so bad for Denise posting that stuff.
What?
But that's in South Carolina. She doesn't live there. She doesn't live there. I mean, and it could be she lost her license because she just didn't pay her fees.
That's
You
probably
need
what
to be
happened.
looking in New York and
Yeah.
wherever she lives.
What? I didn't even hear about that.
What?
That she lost her license.
Yeah, but it was in wherever she went to school. It was either North or South Carolina. I can't
Okay.
remember which one. But one of those Carolinas, she lost her license. But it could be because she just did. You have to pay those fees everywhere. You know, you
Yeah.
have to, wherever
That's
you go. And she may have just said, I ain't gonna practice law in North or South Carolina. I'm gonna practice it in New York or wherever it is that she's living. And I'm assuming it's New York.
So here's some stuff about Erica. They're suing her for $25 million for her jewelry and stuff. Another thing, let me see if I can find it. Denise found where I want to put it in the right order. Okay, so this is the letter about the personal loan that everybody's talking about, the millions of dollars.
The 20 million.
Yeah, this line, which you really can't see, I'm gonna put it in the group, shows the ledger where they found it. That he gave it to EJ Global.
What day?
And then this is where she signed it, September 17th, 2019.
So it was a year before.
Yeah.
Bullshit. Excuse me.
So this
How was
letter
that BS? How was it BS, Callie? I want to hear this. Why is it BS?
I don't know if the letter's true, but somebody found that.
What was it?
And that's why they're saying that 20 million came from.
Oh.
It was North Carolina. Thank you, Denise.
Okay, North Carolina. Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. My issue with Erica, I like Erica. I don't think she's a bad person. I just think that, and then it's one more thing I want to show about where she wanted her money first before the victims.
That's the problem that I had.
That's my problem.
Y'all had a problem before y'all even knew she said that.
No, I did not. Now, I did have a problem with her not wanting to give the gift back. I didn't know it was before the victims. This may get
that is my biggest issue because, and this is where her greed comes in. I can respect if she said in 2019 and 20, I made X amount of money from Housewives. In 19 and 2020, I made this amount from Broadway. In 19 and 2020, I made this amount from endorsements or whatever she does, or meetups or whatever. I can respect that, even if it was like $5 million. That's her money. I can respect that. But when you're saying, let me get my settlement from this divorce before the victims, that's when the money isn't even his to get. It belongs to the victim.
Yes.
I can kind of understand. Now, I'm not saying that this guy was broke, but he couldn't have been rich if he's stealing from his victims. He's winning these lawsuits and they're not paying them out a dime. That's a problem.
That's the problem. See, he did have money. He invested a lot of money into her career because he wanted her to be a star. And to offset what he lost with trying to build her career, because it didn't bring any money into it. She didn't get a career until she got on here and kind of got a little bit of a following.
How long did
She
she?
has a supplement. I think
How
it was
long did she?
2014 or 15 when she
Okay.
started.
Okay.
Because they said it on that Housewives Hustle. I think I still have my note. But so that's where all the money was to her. This money is not hers. It's not his. It's the victims, and I just don't understand how you could want. Yeah, she
To
did. I
make the man go broke. That's possible.
mean,
That's possible.
I don't know. I just want her to say, I can make this money on my own. I want to keep what's mine, and I want to give back what I was not my husband's.
And
That
see, I'm not even tripping off of her stuff,
yeah,
like her purses, because that's really not gonna go for a whole lot of money. But
Say
Tom's house and his ass, all of his money needs to be. It should be separate. It should be based off of what she earned. And I would give her a couple. If I was a judge, I would give her 2019 to 20 and 21.
right.
That would be fair. But you're on your own because your husband don't have no assets
I mean,
because he stole, because whatever he earned still needs to be taken. But whatever she earned, she should be able to keep. I agree with that.
so did y'all watch it last season when they the season before when I watched it, they, I mean, made this big, Lisa's Vanderpump brother just died. And they made this big story about she supposedly sold a Puppygate story, no proof or anything, to a tabloid paper. It was not even a big deal, but they vilified her, made her just she left. Then they did the same thing to Denise, and it was nothing. And then on this Erica thing, they're like, "Oh, Erica didn't do it. She's such a good person."
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, I don't understand how she can be treated this way, and then they treat these other people. It's just that's making me not even like the
When
lady
it's
that's
a clear situation, like Puppygate means it's a puppy.
right,
No disrespect. We still talk about dogs here, not human
right.
lives. And I agree with that. Callie ain't saying nothing. I'm so surprised.
Me too. She loves Erica, and I love people too. But I'm telling you, if Giselle did this, and I love me some Giselle, I'd be like, Giselle, your ass is wrong. Like, I don't care how much I like somebody. If they do something like this, you got to give it back. I love Kenya, but when Kenya do wrong, I be like, she was wrong. But I still like her.
Yeah.
But she was wrong. Like they are wrong.
I don't think she did anything wrong per se, as far as the victims are concerned.
Right.
But I believe that if these letters is true, and he gave her this money in September 19, she knew.
Yeah.
She knew because she was already getting sued.
she knew what?
Well, she knew she was
She
too
knew what was going on in 2019 because
She
her
said,
name
yes,
was coming in on those lawsuits in 2019.
Okay,
yes.
listen. Let me ask the question again. I don't care what name lawsuit that her name is on. Are you saying that you think she knew that Tom was defrauding these people of millions of dollars?
After
Yes,
2019, I do.
Okay. It was in 2019 that the paperwork came out where she signed to say, I want something, right? So the scam was already done. Is that right?
Say that again. What do you mean? Did she?
Scam
Which
was already
paperwork?
done. In
No, that
2019,
paperwork.
when
No,
the
the
lawsuit
2019. Go ahead.
in 2019, when the lawsuits came out, that's when she possibly found out that yes, something is going on, right?
Yes.
Okay. So it had already gone on. She didn't know anything about it.
Correct.
Okay, so having said that, if she is now hearing that all this money is owed, that he did all that, and you're down the street with the judge, so we about to not be together, why are we shocked that she's asking for money? I don't. Why
Because
is that
it's
shocked?
not his.
It's not his. Yes, it's not his.
Okay, I hear what you guys are saying, but if a wife is about to be kicked out on her behind with nothing,
I know. I won't talk about
then
that.
why are we shocked that she's asking for money?
She's an able-bodied human being. She can go to work.
You
These
going to
people are
see her?
burnt victims
You
who are
going to see
having
her?
to just walk down the street.
Are you going to see
She
her?
can go get a job.
Are you going to see her?
She can go find her another freaking rich man.
She can't even go
She
to the
can
gas
do all
station,
of that.
Monty.
You
can't even go to the
cannot
gas
take
station
money from
without getting
victims. I don't
harassed.
care if she was homeless. She still cannot take these money from these victims.
She's
I
asking for
agree.
money that just doesn't belong to him. That
But
to
so here,
me, it's
I think what
simple.
we
It's that simple.
okay.
I think that her money is hers, and
Right.
she should walk away with what she's earned.
But
But
so
in
who's
2000,
separating that? It keeps. We go back to the same thing. Who's
but
separating that?
she
Her
is,
accountants.
because she didn't say I want what I earned in 2019
No.
20. She's saying I want the divorce settlement first and then deal with the victims
The
later.
victim second.
That's the difference.
Okay.
But you can't ask for money from Tom when Tom's money is so intermingled in this mess. And that's the problem. Because it's not her money is easy. I guarantee you could go to Bravo and say, how much did I get paid in 2019? And they could tell you. I guarantee you she can go to Broadway and say, how much money did I earn in 2020? And they could tell you.
She
I
can go
can
to
guarantee you
Rihanna.
that her money,
Enforcement.
she didn't have a whole lot of sources where she was getting her money.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's a clear amount. But when your husband's money is so intermingled into mess, you can't touch mess. That's the reason why they're now saying that they can sue her for $25 million. Because it does look, because in 2019, when he forwarded you this $20 million, she knew
At that point.
that your husband was stealing from somebody. She may
She
not
knew
have
at that
known a
point.
second before.
She knew at that point
2019. I
husband
have
was
no
stealing
doubt in my
from
mind
somebody.
that he hid that from her.
Yeah.
I have no doubt in my mind because he looked like he's that type. That
Yeah.
he's not going to tell her until he has to. But when those lawsuits, even in her own mind, he was saying, "Oh, don't worry about it." But if one lawsuit could come in and I could tell my lawyer husband, "Baby, take care of this." Two of them couldn't come in.
That
And I'd be like, "Why is my name on this bull crap?"
Right.
Okay. So
And then
her
she is,
name
and
on
I
this.
just said that about, she said he had mental problems for 20 years. So you know your husband has mental problems for 20 years, but you still letting him go into this workplace, represent these people with mental issues. Is that,
She has so
I
much
don't
control
understand that
over
either.
him.
I think that's, and then she was even telling Denise because I saw the clip of that. Oh, let me call Tom because he's gonna get you out of this. He can help you. But he had mental issues for 20 years. I gotta see everything that is being said
Was
because
that before the lawsuits?
a lot of 20 years is before the lawsuit.
No. You're talking about last year when she said Denise should use her
What,
husband.
that year is in the 20.
Huh?
That year is in the 20 years.
No, Monty. Okay.
That was year 19, I'm reckoning.
Okay.
Yeah. And she also said, yeah, that he had bad eyesight. She was, I mean, like, I understand he may have mistreated her. I'm not saying he didn't. I can see that he probably didn't hug her. He probably was like, you bought and paid for.
He called.
I
I
can
believe him.
see
He was
all of
calling.
that.
Mm-hmm.
I understand. But you know what's so crazy is we never saw any of it. Like she made other people let you know their marriages ain't all that. She made it seem like her marriage was so perfect.
And what kind of
most victims do though. I ain't gonna even call her for that.
That's
Because
true.
I believe that. I believe that he was, I mean, he's an older guy. And he probably did treat her like she was bought and paid for. I don't even doubt that. I just also am not stupid enough to believe that she didn't know at some point.
She knew.
Because you can't be a situation where you also have a man that's willing to go broke for you and he's not talking a little to you. Because he was willing to do something that he knew it was eventually going to get caught up on.
Right.
He didn't do this to one victim and it was done. He did this to many people.
And he did think he was above the law because he had all these judges bought and paid for. He messed up going to Chicago. When he messed with that firm or whatever, that's what messed up his spot. If he would have stayed in LA, it probably would have not been today. But it would have came out eventually.
Right.
You know what I mean? And like 2 years ago, they was talking about other stuff and blaming people for others' little stuff. She never even let anybody know. And I know it's legal
pillow
stuff.
talk, Denise. He was pillow talking with the judge. Okay.
We don't even know if that's true. Did they have proof of them together?
They haven't shown that yet. I couldn't remember if that came out at the same time or that came out much later. That allegedly he was having an affair, because she hasn't mentioned that on the show.
We'll see. Well, no,
Yeah.
she did kind of say
She
that
did mention that on the show.
he's messing with a few other women.
Oh, they mentioned it last week. I don't remember hearing that.
About people have told her that he's been out and about.
Oh,
with
yeah,
other
I
women.
did, yeah.
Yeah, and if an 81-year-old is still out there trying to get some, then more power to him or something, she said.
Okay, she did say that. I'm sorry. Right.
But I'm waiting for it to play out, because the 20-year thing was just in a snippet. And like I was wrong about Teresa and them that time, and they little snippet in New Jersey. I was mad at Teresa for no reason. Remember when I thought she was telling Joe that Melissa was flirting with the waiter, but it was a joke?
Oh, yeah.
Remember, so I'm not going to talk about it too much until I see it in its entirety. But
because Bravo be doing things to make you.
Yeah, so
yeah.
The 20-year thing could be a totally different thing. So I'm gonna reserve that for later. But if you know your husband can't see and he have mental issues,
these are so good.
My daughter, so you don't let him. I think he shouldn't have been practicing, but she probably knew. That's how, I don't know. I ain't gonna talk about it no more. What else is there? I think that's all I had on. Oh, and all of them got COVID. Wasn't that crazy?
Yeah, I wonder, are they doing? I'm trying to keep this in context, because I'm thinking that they filmed this last summer.
Mm-hmm.
You thinking last summer, fall? So maybe they didn't have the ready tests that we have today. When I went out of town with my family, we all went to either Walgreens and did the drive-through. It's really convenient too to get a COVID test. If y'all didn't know, it's just you just have to do it a day in advance. You do your own swabbing now.
Okay.
You put it in the thing. You do it in both nostrils. Put it in this drive-through. You don't even get out your car.
What?
But yeah, it's real convenient to do it through Walgreens. I heard CVS does something that's similar, but it's 100% free. They don't ask for your insurance or nothing. But I don't think they had that back then. Today, you can actually have those tests. You can buy them, and Walgreens and CVS both sell the take-home test. And it's interesting, if you read, a negative test is about 86% accurate, but a positive test is like 99% accurate.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And the reason that they say that is it depends on what day you take the test.
Okay, so how far along you in or whatever?
Correct. So let's just say I'm making up some numbers. Right. So let's just say that we all got together on the 1st, which is on a Monday. Mm-hmm. And I don't want to say Callie, somebody amongst us end up finding out that they're positive.
Gotcha.
And now Wednesday. Well, we decide on Thursday to go. Technically, that's day 4. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we go. Day 4 isn't as accurate as, say, day 6.
Oh, okay, I got
so you. I might come up negative day 4.
Yeah.
Positive day 5. That's why it depends on the best day to test after we know we've been exposed is 5 to 7 days.
Okay.
That's what the CDC is saying.
That's what they're saying.
I don't know of a case that came up, but when I got tested, I knew what day I was exposed, because my aunt, y'all know that death, my uncle, yeah. But when my aunt, we knew what day it was. It was like the 27th of May, and mine was a whole week later. Mine was 7 days later.
Okay.
So I thought I had to quarantine for another 3 days, and the doctor said 7 days. It's going to show by then.
So you were good.
So I was good, but
so they didn't have that then. There's no way.
That's what I was saying. They didn't have. And today, I mean, the test is pretty accurate that you almost should have them in your house, because you get 2 for $22.
Why don't you just buy them over the counter?
Yeah, at Walgreens. Mm-hmm. And if you want some just in your house. Like my aunt was requiring, after what happened with my uncle, and so many people were coming to visit, she just kept a whole bunch of them in her house. So they had to do it in their car.
Okay. Wow.
Take 15 minutes before they could even come in.
I'm getting some of those, because you ain't coming in here without this test.
Yeah. So And all of us took a COVID test. And one of the ladies, one of the cousins that was supposed to go on our trip tested positive the day before.
No.
So we had kind of made up in our minds that any groups or families that tested positive, they couldn't go on the trip.
They
So
couldn't even go.
So
Well, okay. I'm gonna have to get some of those. So let's go back to Denise said on that paperwork. It said that what was community property? The loan?
Is that what she was trying to say? So to get the loan, y'all together, but now he in trouble. Y'all separated. Exactly. When did that loan come in? Yeah, she said CVS.
It was the loan thing was one date was September 19th and another date was October. So it was around September, October 2019.
Yeah, that's why it looks bad for her. I mean, you're separated enough you're together enough to get your $20,000 loan, or is that what the $20,000?
Was it November 2020? When did she file for divorce? November 2020.
Yeah, It was election day.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, honey, we're gonna see what they say next week. I know she needs the money, and that's why she's on the show. But I feel like she is digging her grave with some of the stuff she says.
She has no choice. She has no. If she's working, y'all saying she don't need to be working. If she's not working,
I want her to make money, but
I don't see why it would be bad for her to work. She need to work. She need to make her own money. She need to be able to, at this point, stand on her own 2 feet, because she can't depend on that husband of hers. I definitely don't think she should be on the hook for any. I don't think that she should be, as far as criminally. She didn't do anything wrong. She didn't steal from them victims. No. I don't believe she was ever in the meeting, had anything to do with that part.
I don't either.
Separating the two financially.
Because unfortunately, he didn't. Unfortunately, his money is intermixed with other people's.
Yeah,
that's
so
the unfortunate part. And she didn't. It's just like if I stole from my school, I got a hold of the baseball budget or the football budget, and I steal $150,000. My husband may have benefited from some things that I stole, and he didn't know, because I'm rich. It ain't like this was a poor guy and all of a sudden came into a lot of money. He's a rich guy. He should not be criminally involved with that portion. Now, if I ended up having to buy him a Mercedes in a mix of stealing from somebody else, they may take his Mercedes.
They need to. Yeah,
because that Mercedes, unfortunately, was taken with some money I stole.
Yep. And that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Them people they money.
But he didn't do anything wrong. Yeah. He didn't. He trusted his wife.
But yeah, and I guess if you receive the stolen goods knowing they're stolen.
Yes, you have to know that they're stolen. I don't think
she knew.
Yeah. Now, did she know that this $20,000 was stolen, or I don't know? Was that the loan? That's what I was confused.
That's the loan. It's to her.
So he got a loan from somewhere and then transferred it to her.
Transferred it to her company.
Did he go bad on the loan? Has he been playing?
I don't know. But I'm thinking it was some of them money.
He's incompetent.
Yeah, I don't know.
Now that one might be tricky.
Al's husband was like, "Oh, I want her to be happy."
How she spent $20 million in a year? Because the year 2020, you couldn't even spend nothing. You can't even go nowhere or do nothing. So how did she spend $20 million from November if you believe that, September the 19th, because by February or March, all of California was shut down.
We were closed here by March.
Yeah. I know ours was in March. We closed down. I can almost tell you the day, because my daddy died on the 18th.
Right.
And I had to pick up Jamila on the 20th, which was that Friday. And I want to say the 22nd was that Sunday. The city of St. Louis shut down.
We were closed down in March.
So I just don't understand from September, October, November, December, January, February, March, in 6 months where she spent $20 million. Because you couldn't do nothing or go nowhere from March, almost, especially in California. Shoot, California just went back on.
Their restaurants and everything was closed.
Yeah, that's why I was saying you couldn't do nothing in California. I know until maybe midsummer.
Yep. They just now kind of opening because I know Lisa Vanderpump's restaurants now just all opened here like last month. So
And
they could not.
they just went back on lockdown, mask mandate.
So
So I don't know where she could have spent that money in that short period of time. That's a very short period of time.
well, we gonna find out. But the only thing I think is I don't know if it's Bravo editing or she just not understanding how she sounds.
She got put up for a rainy day. That's
But
possible.
I don't think the show and what they're showing is gonna help her.
It don't look right. It just don't. The time. This just don't look good.
It
But
don't.
how? Because see, if he took out a loan though and gave it to her, that she still shouldn't be on the hook for that either. That's what
I just want that money. They saying that he loaned. No, he didn't take out a loan. He loaned her $20 million. No, he didn't take out a loan. He loaned it to her.
Okay,
to get it out of his pocket before. So
it does look like they're switching funds.
Yeah. It wasn't a loan he took out. He loaned it to her.
Yeah, that's a bunch of bull. Because then he could turn around and then sue her for that money, technically.
Oh Lord, I pray that she's okay.
He's incompetent now. He can't sue.
Well,
it looks like they're funneling money. It does. It just does. The more and more I heard the story, she's funneling money. She really is.
It sounds bad
because she knew then.
She knew by 20. Yeah, she knew then. Oh Lord, but we gonna see what happens next week. I just want to hear what she's gonna say about him being mentally ill. When she says that, I think that's bad because she let him go to work knowing he was mentally ill. With all these cases of these people who were really having difficulty in their lives. That's not a covering wife. You just don't do that. You say, baby, you gotta stop. So you think he's incompetent for real? Because Marguerite, what's her husband's name? Kyle's husband. She was like, I hope Erica can find a new man. And he said, I hope he can find a new woman. Even though he's older, he's sane, his mind's still there. Little did they know, they were saying stuff that she was going to say later was not happening. They felt like he was sane. Now, he did say the few times I met him. So that might save them. But a lot of people were saying he seemed like he was all there when he was in their presence. So, I don't know. And then if you went to a law office and met up with the lawyer and he presented himself, he's going to have to show you he ain't all there eventually. And you're going to still let him have your case? So, I don't know. We'll see. Okay, y'all want to go to Encore? I really don't have much about that show. I know they had the listening party. Do you like? Oh, hold on. Did I miss some topics? Hold on, let me see. If I was Tom's lawyer, I would use last week and this week
to prove that my client did in fact have health problems.
Yeah,
he may have not been incompetent.
It just was health wise.
Yeah, but Denise, you'd also use clip art from some article from some stranger nobody knows. So
we do that all the time too, though, Kelly. I use articles I don't know.
We ain't talking about sending nothing to court, though.
But yeah, but what?
These other articles.
What wife allows her husband who has mental issues to be over finances and eyes going bad?
She can stop him. What do y'all mean? Why do y'all think she has so much control over this man? Y'all hear he's controlling.
What if he's incompetent? You go to a lawyer somewhere and say, my husband's incompetent.
Oh my God.
I don't need him to be over. I need power of attorney. He got
like they did to Britney Spears.
Yeah, his brother got Yes, his brother got it easily. So she could have got it, or his brother, or give it to somebody else. If you don't want to give it to me, maybe the lawyer that he's partnered with in his firm, just give it to somebody to make sure that our finances are okay. That's all you have to do.
So much easier for us seeing outside.
You know, I agree with that too. I don't want nobody to miss my money who can't see and got mental issues. But I don't think Erica is not this lamb that's meek and mild. Maybe she was with him, and maybe that's why she's so forceful with the girls. Because sometimes when you're being mistreated at home and when you go out to other people, you go be like, and what you gonna do to me? Like, you got to have your power somewhere. So maybe that's what she presented, that ice cold bad bee behavior. But at home, she was this meek little lamb. That could be it too. I don't know. But so did y'all watch that Encore show? I watched a little bit of it.
I watch it casually.
Okay, what did you think about the songs that they have so far?
Hold old do y'all
The
think
what?
Lamisha is?
The listening party, their songs they had.
I didn't get that far.
Oh, you
How
ain't
old do
got
y'all
okay.
think, how old do you think Lamisha is?
I
I meant
don't know.
where they
The
on
gospel
the
pan
gospel.
songs.
Hmm.
I don't know how old Lamisha is,
Well, I
and
thought
her
she
and
was a
Irish
lot
are
older.
sisters. Somebody
She's
asked me that. Are they
43.
sisters? And they are.
Lamisha's 43 years old.
Who
That's it?
is
No way.
Lamisha.
She's older than that. Where you
And
who?
see that?
I would have sworn she was in her 50s.
Where you see that at, Callie?
Who is
If I'm
50?
just look up Wikipedia. Lamisha,
Uh,
the one at the bottom
the one
right.
in the lower corner
Red
with the
hair.
red hair.
She look like it.
43. I
There's
She
thought
no
she
looks
was
way.
a
like
lot
it.
older.
Yeah, she looks like it though. Because that was those 90s. They were probably in the 20s. In their 20s then. I could see that.
Really? The way
I
she
could see
acts
that.
though, and the way she presents herself? No.
I could see that.
So why they act like she's just so old? How old is Shamari?
Well, all of them look too old to be trying to form a girls group.
Well,
If you
no.
want to be honest, like for real. And it's not that they're not talented. I was
Right.
looking at a video of Nivea the other day and I thought it was cute. And I was saying, it's no disrespect. Those girls, you too old to be in a girl group. Like
Shamari
the
is
stuff,
41.
So
yeah.
okay. So why they trying to act like Lamisha, whatever her name is, just so old and grandma?
Well, I think because she acts a little older than they do and she looks a little older. I'm shocked to see that they're the same age.
Me too. I thought she was older. Um. So what? Okay. So four people can't be in the group because how many was in Destiny's Child? Four, and Three Little Women was three. So if they can't be in the group, how you gonna have nine?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're not
you
gonna be in
can't. That was the show's premise is almost stupid anyway. I mean, I'm watching it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's interesting TV, especially in the summertime when it's not a whole lot coming on.
Mhm.
But I mean, Shamari, I like Shamari. I would love to see her back on the Housewives, though. I really did
Mhm.
like Shamari. I think she shines in this group,
She's the
personally.
best. Her and
Really
Nivea.
does.
Nobody else. Them twin
Yeah,
sisters cause trouble, which they are talented women, but
They
yeah.
drove me
then Aubrey
crazy
with all
today.
her surgery, I don't know. But I don't
And
really.
Aubrey looked like she been cut, plucked, tucked.
She look worse than Mia. I'm sorry, Mia. I like you, but your
Wait a minute, what did Aubrey say
Yeah,
today?
I just
Aubrey said, hold on. She had me cracking up. I don't even I thought I made a note of that. But anyway, in the end, she said they need to put some respect on her name. Her group has sold more records than anybody in the room.
whose.
Danity Kane, which
Aubrey O'Day, Under Pity. Under Pity.
I really don't know how because
Diddy.
I don't know because I would have thought the girl that's in who did the Cheetah Girls would have sold more.
No, not after she threw that KFC chicken wing 3-piece
you know,
meal.
girl, that yes,
What
honey,
she do?
she
She
threw
threw a
chicken at what's
3-piece
her name,
meal at
Natari.
Little
Oh, I haven't got that far
It's
yet.
not on the
Yeah,
show.
they gonna
That's what
talk
she
about
did
it
in the
next
group.
week. But yeah, I mean, Danity Kane was a good girl group. They all were different voices. It was about seven of them, maybe 5 to 7. So Aubrey has probably been in the biggest group, and they all had great harmony. So I can see
And they had
where she's
two
coming from.
great albums. That's
They did.
what's the name of the group?
Danity Kane.
They had two really,
They did. I
really,
still
really
listen
good
to them
albums. So I'm, when Diddy split them up, I don't know where that came from. I was a little bit surprised at that. But
because
I
they
would
were
like to
really
see
good.
Aubrey get. I'm glad she left the group because she wasn't
I
doing
just
too well.
remember that one song. We in the car. We
We
in the
in
club.
Doing things that the girls
Anything
don't
gonna
do.
do. But
Showstopper, honey.
but I
Yes.
did not buy anything. And I mean it didn't do nothing for me. Because I stopped watching I used to watch that show.
Yeah.
I watched it for the first season when he had them doing all that ridiculous stuff. You know, by the time they did that group, when they was looking for a girl group,
Mm-hmm.
it just didn't grab me. And it
Yeah,
could have been a time where I was having babies and stuff and
Yeah,
wasn't
honey,
thinking
they was
about
the
it.
first one.
Could
They
have
was fighting all
been.
the time.
Yeah.
I went in for Diddy. Then he was a little mean. He had his moments.
Yeah.
I
I
didn't
mean,
really
he
like
would
that.
call them
But he
fat,
was
and they were
really
not fat,
engaging.
and
Oh yeah,
I
give
didn't
some
like that
Stephanie.
part of it. You just,
Yeah,
I mean, those girls wasn't fat,
yeah,
and he would call
Yeah.
them fat. And even when they did that group with that one girl who was a singer, and he would just say she was fat, and
yes. That little gospel girl.
yeah, and I was like, no,
Hmm.
yeah, I didn't.
She was good.
She was
Out
really
of
good.
all the episodes, all the seasons that they had making the band, the one, if y'all ever get bored and need something to watch, go and watch the season that had that house den mother in it.
Oh, I don't know that. Okay, I have to look for that.
Mm-mm.
House den. I'm gonna see if I can find the clip.
Yeah,
That
find it so we can
season
find it.
with that guy was hilarious.
It was
He
a
was
guy.
off the chain. Yeah, it was a guy. He was a den house
Oh,
den mother, and
Oh,
him
with
and
the
Aubrey O'Day
umbrella?
got
Was it the
into it.
guy with the umbrella?
No, 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 not him. That guy there was like Puffy's assistant or umbrella holder or whatever. No, this was they
yeah.
actually had a den mother for Danity Kane to kind of
Oh, I
Oh,
help with
had to watch
them.
that. I don't remember that.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
I'll,
remember
I'll
that.
see if I can find a link. 'Cause
But
it
I
was
didn't
so
really.
good. He called
Yeah, I
good
think.
out. It was good.
So, is there anything else we need to talk about? Okay, so I have some pop culture stuff coming up. But
Mm-mm,
anything else with any other the shows we talked about? We missed Beverly Hills, Potomac, New York, and Huntsville.
mm-mm.
All right. So,
Did you want
Heaven.
to mention anything with Huntsville?
Yeah, because you missed Huntsville. Did you want to talk about them at all, Callie?
No,
Okay. Did you enjoy the show though?
yeah,
I thought it
yeah.
was good. I like when he called them Wanda's minions. I was like, her whole family is just too much. Oh,
That
Tish. That's why she like she is. We gotta be okay.
I
So
like the
let's
way
get into.
Marcel handled. I like the way Marcel handled them though.
He does handle them really well.
Yeah.
So let's get into the Heavenly was
Wait a
going
minute
live.
though. I just thought about something.
What
How they was checking him about being on the other side of the
side
tracks,
of the
and
track?
how
Yeah.
he had to. Well, what I meant was, sometimes we was homeless.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah,
Yeah. Y'all at least lived in the project. I was
yeah,
homeless.
He
I was
said,
like,
so my side was the worst side. So,
right.
I think he
and
was just saying common sense wise, they are not on the same
I really
plane.
do think it was ghetto.
Right. Yeah.
I think it was about him thinking that her family or country
mhm.
and
Country and
ghetto.
ghetto,
And
yeah.
it could be country more so than ghetto.
It's they very country.
I was
Um,
really
And
shocked
I
though when
used to
they
live in Bessemer. It's parts of it
really?
really, really nice. Uh-huh. The school that Tisha graduated from, my brother went to. I didn't go to I left in the 8th grade, so I didn't go to the high school. It was just Lanier. I didn't go to that high school.
Honey.
I liked it. I actually liked Bessemer, actually. And they building really nicely. The last time I was there, drove around, they're building like beautiful homes there.
I
Like
wonder if
well
they're
speaking of
building them,
buildings,
Marceau and
what do y'all think about
Tish.
Chris approaching New
they're
York?
in Huntsville. They're not building that far.
You don't think,
But
oh, it's
I
far
don't
away.
know if you all have looked, like if you ever get bored, look on Zillow.
Uh-huh.
Huntsville is building like crazy. Like I get the I get the like the pop-ups when they add something new on Zillow.
Yeah.
They're building like 90, I ain't gonna say 90%, but yeah, I would say about at least 60 or 70% of all the houses that's up for sale are brand new. It's
Yeah.
beautiful. I mean, they're really building now. It costs so much now. Those houses 2, 3 years ago was
Nothing.
200, two
Yeah.
fifty, are now 375.
Plus. Yeah.
Yeah.
What you about to say, what about the Chris guy going to, we didn't talk about that, him going to Melody and
Yeah.
asking her to build the houses.
Hmm.
One thing that Martell and Melanie don't discount together, and that's what made them so powerful, is that they did do good business together.
Yeah.
Where Melanie, and I believe that in a lot of cases, Melanie helped organize his thoughts. You have a lot of men that have these dreams and these visions, but they don't know how to make it happen. I believe Melanie was the type of person that can make things happen. Um, and just how they got out of education is inspirational.
That is so great.
Yeah, that these were just two teachers that had been cleaning our houses and was making more cleaning our houses than they,
Yes.
and probably started doing that foreclosure boom. and somebody had to step out on faith, and Martell pushed Tisha to step
uh,
out there, and from that they grew a business.
and
And
she's teaching other people how to do that in their communities too. But the show, but somebody in our group, Denise, I think it's Chantel's her name. She posts the entire show in our group. I
Mhm.
watch it on
Correct.
YouTube, but it's called, but it comes on OWN and Saturdays, and I don't know what time because I'll watch it somewhere else.
It comes on in
Is that what
if
she's
you're in
talking about?
Central Time
Yeah,
at 8 o'clock,
I
so
thought she was
eight
talking
o'clock
about
on
the
OWN. So
one.
I think she's
or is
Eastern.
it 9?
I don't know, but it's on OWN. But you can watch it today if you want. Just scroll in the group. I think her name is Chantel. She posts every show that comes on, like the entire episode. You can watch whatever, all the shows. That's how I kind of start watching Seeking Sister Wives. Well, we don't want to talk about them. They're
Is
crazy.
that good? Because I saw
Girl,
the
you got
Black
to watch
Family.
it. You got.
Because I keep getting a pot. And that's something I can binge watch. Where can I binge watch that at?
I watched it on. It's on YouTube. You can watch them on YouTube. Or
Okay.
not. Chantel got them all. I can ask her to
What
post.
season is it that the Black Family is on it? Because it's
They
been
every
White
season,
Family.
honey, from start to one, season 1, 2, 3. They had to halt because there's some abuse allegations against the
Is
black.
it white? I thought it was all white people.
No, girl, nope, nope, nope. Mm-mm. They crazy.
Cause I
But
see something about some black girl left sister.
yes,
Sister. I said it's a black family, and I got
yes. Actually, in season 3, it's 2 black families.
okay. Oh wow, I'm gonna
Yeah,
watch it. Okay.
you got to watch it. But yeah. So, oh, and then another thing, what you think about when Martell told Destiny that the reason was that this episode, or because I'll be watching sneak previews, that the reason that their divorce is because of their mouths. What do you think about that?
I love me some Martell. Let me just say that.
Hey, I don't watch those.
But I will say this: that ain't why they get divorced, Martell.
Ah,
It's what you was doing with your mouth is why they are divorced. But I will say this: I try to see things from a masculine point of view at times. So this is me
uh,
thinking through his lens. No man wants a wife that is very combative. It's kind of like watching. I don't care who you are. I watch Love and Hip Hop Atlanta.
I don't watch any of those.
Oh, it's a couple on there, and he was telling his wife he too aggressive. That's all he said. And
But did
I
he
said,
not know
nobody heard anything else.
right?
That's all I heard. Because men don't want an aggressive type of woman. It's kind of scary because sometimes that kind of woman can bring out the worst in you. Now you could say a man who hits a woman
Yeah.
can't make him do that. But sometimes a mouth can bring out the worst in a
Yeah.
man. And I'm not
Mhm.
saying that he's justified, Lord Jesus.
Yeah.
Don't. I'm just saying.
You gonna get us a
Ricky
bad
Smiley says that all the time. He says he stays away from women like that
who
because he
said
know what he's done in his past.
who said
Those kind of women bring out the worst in him. And he says he'll respond in the worst way. So
so do you, so do you think her mouth wasn't like that before they got married?
I don't know.
Because I mean, if you know that that's how your
I don't
woman
know.
is and you still marry her, then you have to accept her for that. Like you married her for that. If she
Well,
didn't give
I
you
think a
if
lot
she
of
didn't give you
times I said
blowjobs
the
when you
same
got
thing
married,
about
you can't be mad when she don't give them to you later. Now you can evolve into that, but if she's still like I don't like it, you can't be. You get a little toy. There's toys that do that. You can mimic that with this little thing. I can tell you where to buy it. So
ah,
just ask me.
ah.
So, it's like Kelly, why your face look like that?
Cause we done
You're
went to
on
a
mute,
place that
Callie.
you
She's
ain't
on mute.
realize. Cause Callie, we done went to a place that she ain't realized we was going.
Right? Go there. Anyway, uh, but yeah, so we need to. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think that's why they got divorced though.
No,
So, but I thought that oh my, it's good TV. Martell is good.
I think that Martell, the reason they likely got a divorce in his view is probably because Melanie in the past has been able to hide a lot of this.
Hmm.
Right now, she was in a
Oh.
situation where he couldn't hide it. He
Mm-mm.
couldn't, baby. I'm sorry. I swear I'll leave her alone. I won't have nothing to do with her no more. I love you, baby, baby. He couldn't do that
Baby.
anymore.
It was on. It's out and about,
It
and
was
it's in
it was
public.
it was out. It was public,
Yeah.
and she had no choice. But I do believe there is a path for them to get back together.
Mari said it,
I I I I
and
I
she
I,
did say she didn't
I,
feel like
I
dating.
said it first. I
You
said
did say it
it
first.
in the
She didn't
last
feel
season.
like dating
I
nobody
think that there
else.
is a path
She
because
wasn't
I do
interested.
believe that there is still love there and it's power there. They were a good couple. He's linked to her, and sometimes it is nothing that could take away a thrill of a woman
Yeah.
than normalcy. And if that woman now that had this man baby and he still won't be with you,
Yeah. Something wrong.
girl, you a fool.
I feel bad for her. I feel bad for Coleslaw. Because, I mean, she really thought that he was going to leave Melody to be with her. But anyway, let's get to our pop culture so we can get off of here real quick. So so I'm on Twitter, and
On
Joy
Twitter.
shared it later. But Callie, yeah, you was on mute. I was on
Let me
Twitter.
ask a question real quick before you go to
Okay, go
Pop
ahead.
Tart. Pop Tarts.
About Pop Tart? Don't you call
I know. Family or Fiance? Do y'all watch? Do
what?
y'all
Who
watch Family or Fiance?
No, what is that?
I've watched a couple of episodes and I recorded them. Are they good this
Well,
season?
Where do I find it?
I called
It's
it
on. It comes on right after Huntsville.
and
Okay,
that's
I'm gonna
how I
watch.
called it last night. I was sitting there and kept watching TV when the Huntsville show went off. Honey,
Hmm.
Okay.
I was glued to the TV.
Family
Family
or
or
fiance?
Fiance. They had this one couple on there where they hooked up when he was still married, and he didn't tell her that they were still married. Now they getting
Oh,
engaged, and his family is not accepting of her at all.
What?
Mama was talking to her and said, so when you knew that he was married, why didn't you just back off? You was being selfish, weren't you? You wanted him all for your little self. Okay. It was
Family or
good.
fiance?
It
Okay,
was
I'm
it
writing
was
that down.
really
And
good.
Not Callie, Denise mentioned Cartel Crew. Never heard of them.
I actually, again, because I watched Love and Hip Hop and it came on a little, like 5 minutes comes
Okay.
Mm.
on my DVR. It looks so good. It captivated me to the point because they was arguing over some real
Yes.
snitch, I'ma kill
What?
you type of stuff. I said,
Mob
oh, I
Wives.
gotta
I
watch
love
this
Mob
from the
Wives.
beginning. Like I
Oh,
need to start from because they're on season 3.
so it's made it that long. We gotta start.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna look into
And
that.
the way that it was
Right.
somebody had said something about somebody's father who was a snitch, and they were talking about the real world. I was like, oh, I want to
So
see
that's
this
like
from the
Mob Wives.
beginning.
I loved Mob Wives. Family
Well, it looks like these are like the children.
of them. Okay.
Yes. And in the 20s. This is the
Cartel.
kids, like, I
Okay. I'm writing that
mean,
I mean,
this
that
and
show
they're
is scary to me. It's scary to me because it's that real.
yeah, like this was like some real stuff, like
Right.
real.
Okay, so Lord, we gonna have to meet 2 days. We start talking about
Like I'm
everything.
going to binge watch this. Is it good, Kat? You've been watching it from the beginning?
I just watched it last night for the first time.
And it was
I didn't
good.
start
Because
watching
it
it, but it
comes
was good.
on. Love and Hip
Right
Hop comes
after.
on. Yeah, it comes on right after Love and Hip
I'm
Hop.
gonna look it up, y'all.
But
Okay.
I recorded the last 3 episodes
I'm gonna have to go back and
of
I
watch
didn't
it.
watch
uh
Love Island, but Lisa. Okay, I want to go back to Beverly Hills real quick. Did you notice that Lisa Rinna's daughter, and I know they might be 19, 18, was in the bed with her boyfriend, FaceTiming her mom, and they was kind of naked. I just don't know if I would ever be that comfortable.
I
I
caught the
wouldn't do
tail
that with
end
my
of it.
husband. And
I
I
I'm
didn't
a
notice
woman
they
of
were
a
naked
questionable
though.
age.
right. I just what you say, Callie?
I didn't notice they were naked. I caught the last
He didn't
part.
have no shirt. And she was like, we just woke up and he did. Like, they just got out of the bed. It just,
How old is
I'm
And
not,
she?
and
she's
I'm not
what?
even a
How
prude.
old is she? 20?
Yeah, I'm not even a prude. And that to me was like, but he's from Love Island. The reason I brought that up was because he was on, I think, one of those shows. She DM'd him after that show because she
Tamika?
liked how good his body looked. And now they're dating.
That is how Lisa met her husband.
Yeah, I just was like, woo. And then she had all those nice dresses by the gas can. I don't understand Lisa Rinna. But so let's go to the pop culture real quick. I don't have that much. So I was watching Twitter, and Joy, you ended up sharing it. I didn't want to share it because it was like in my face. Like it was like in my face. But Heavenly was doing like a live. And
she added somebody. Did she add somebody?
Yeah, and we can do that on ours too. So if y'all want to call in, I didn't give the number tonight, but we can add people and they can video with us, or they can just have an avatar. But he was performing fellatio blowjob on this man. And
I was just it was
two men. And Heavenly was like, what? She took it off. But I was just like, who does? And he showed his face. He didn't show the man's face who he was doing it to, but he showed his face.
I was shocked when I saw that a little bit.
I was like, but it's all over Twitter. So if you want to find it, you can find it. Heavenly even retweeted it, which I was shocked because
I didn't think retweeted that.
Yeah,
she didn't delete it. Like I would have deleted the live and started all over. That's the reason why I can still share it.
Yeah, she didn't delete it.
Okay.
So if you want to watch it,
I'll pass.
Yeah, one of her daughters is dating Scott, who's 38 and she's 19. The other one is the one that was dating the guy from Love Island. I can't remember her name. But yeah, they showed him on the show and she was talking about now he has a fitness business because his body is just so beautiful. But she liked his body and that's why they started dating. Another thing was, I have not watched this, but Normani and Cardi B have a video where they're don't have on clothes.
I haven't seen it, but I heard about that. In fact,
so if you, I don't even know what the song is. I have not watched it. I love Normani. I feel like she doesn't need to be naked to sell the music, but that's really Nivea's.
I think they be doing things for shock value too.
And another one that does it is that Haley and Chloe Bailey sister.
Mm-hmm.
I just hate that she's doing this, and I'm not
so pretty and so talented. That's not one of them is gonna be Ariel on
on Little Mermaid.
Disney's Little Mermaid.
Yeah, it's the other one. Yeah, they're doing the video, and then I think her name is Shakari, the one who did the weed, smoke weed every day.
Yeah,
her endorsement. Did I get a picture of that? Was she?
Oh.
She has an endorsement.
She doesn't take that though.
But tell us about it, Callie. She got an offer for
a
something.
Vaping company. So she got an offer from a vaping company, $250,000 to sign with them and earn some money. Now this is a runner, right? And they did take her out because of the marijuana, but I just think if she chooses a smoking vaping company, it doesn't really match with a healthy runner. I don't think it would be a good look for her.
And then I wonder, moving forward, has she killed her career? Right. Like, if you think about it like this, she could have ran in the Olympics. They chose not to place her in the Olympics.
That's true.
So if she then is becoming, look, I if I know nothing about marijuana, and I don't know a lot, but if I know nothing, I know it don't make you run faster.
Right. That's what. Yeah,
it will make you run slower.
Okay. You have to be very slow. Because I was telling I knew a guy who stuttered, and when he smoked weed, he did not. It made him slower. Yeah. So if she can run that fast with that in her, Lord. Look, Denise. Listen, y'all. Look what she said. I know a lot.
Right. So I just don't think that but it was what it was. They didn't choose her. And if she decided to kind of take this endorsement image wise, they may not choose her again, because we have to assume that if she's this good this year, that she's going to even be better next year.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Well, I think she doesn't need to take it. I thought I had a picture of Fallon and Jalen, but some of my stuff I loaded didn't work. What's that? Yeah, that's their video. Yeah.
Mm.
They naked, child.
Who is that?
Cardi B and Normani from Fifth Harmony.
She does things for shock value, because it ain't enough for WAP, because it ain't at least WAP came with a funky beat.
And then this is somebody's screenshot of Karen. I hope that it's been. I don't think that was her on the screen. We're gonna look tonight and see if that's true. We want to
Was
say
that recent? Was
that's
that supposed to
that,
be a
that's the
recent?
screenshot from the show that was the premiere show. That's when she was talking to Ray. So we're gonna watch. We're gonna see. We want to say, remember Biz Marquis? He passed
Yeah.
away. What else did I have? And I had Fallon and Jalen. I thought I took a picture, but I don't know what I did with it. But they're dating now,
Who?
or were they dating already?
Girl, you know
Fallon
doggone
and
well they was dating already. She don't look pregnant though.
oh, I'm mad I didn't get it. I was loading stuff from my
Just go
phone.
to the page. I think Denise posted another little clip of her.
Did she post it? I don't know.
I posted it in a group too.
No, I thought so too. But and then I think is that all we have? I think that's it, y'all. Oh, Nivea and Candy. I haven't watched it yet, but
What?
somebody said that it was I found it. I do have it. Here's them. He said, "A man is truly a man when he earns the respect of a good woman and keeps her trust."
Y'all see what Portia posted?
Yes, I got that.
Portia was like,
Oh,
"Oh,
I knew I had loaded it. I didn't label it.
if that ain't shady, I don't know what is."
So we don't know. But and I think that's all. Did y'all watch the Nivea and Candy
I watched
interview?
the first 25 minutes of it. Excellent.
It
That
was
girl has been through it. That girl has
Who?
been through it. I can't even.
from Encore Nivea. She was married to had a baby by Lil Wayne and The Dream, and she was still struggling financially.
Yeah, yeah.
Petty Betty Portia. Oh, you think they've been dating?
Yeah, ain't no way you gonna convince me. But I mean, Simon was right about that. Whether or not she
Yeah,
was pregnant, I don't know, because
but
he
yeah,
did say she was pregnant.
she
So
don't look pregnant,
She
but
don't
she
look
looks
pregnant.
tiny.
no, she doesn't.
But they dating, honey.
I mean, look, her ex-husband had moved on. She can
Yeah,
move
she
on,
done moved
but it
on.
ain't no way you're not gonna convince me that she wasn't cheating with this guy. The mere fact that he filed for a divorce then pulled it back seemed like she tried to explain something away.
Mm-hmm.
And and I think her interview that she did, she was full of crap because all she kept saying, she doesn't know what happened. Something happened. She clearly knows something happened.
So what's
She
the
said that
vindication?
they were in counseling, right?
People don't file for a divorce in 1 month, pull back, and then refile again for no reason.
What's
It
the
just
vindication?
doesn't happen. They do. They do that.
I don't know. I wouldn't do it.
It
What's the
just.
vindication, Denise? Where you go, Denise?
I don't know
Oh,
where she
I
is.
think she's
Been
saying
talking. Where
vindication
you at?
that with what Simon said.
Oh, she was cheating on him.
Yeah, she was cheating on him.
Do you
What?
think Simon was cheating on her too
How is
at the
that
time?
vindication?
I
Because
don't
people were
know.
saying that he was lying about it. Maybe
Okay, I don't know.
I
Okay.
I
don't know.
don't. I don't know. The way I don't know if he was cheating on her. It seems like he's the type of guy that once he's done with you, he's done with you. He don't care nothing about no paper.
Yeah,
Because even if you believe him, even Portia admits that they had just started dating and he was messing with some chick that's
in the hotel.
right.
Yeah, who
That
was
he
giving three
paid
thousand
her.
dollars to.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly. That she tricked him out of
some money.
money.
Not enough though.
Right.
But I think that's it. Do we have anything else, y'all?
Mm-mm.
We did a good show. We will be back next Sunday unless something major happens. I'm gonna put this up because everything is allegedly fair use. We're not trying to get sued, hunty. Hit us up on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter. We are here to just share all the tea that we can. And we will, if something good comes up, we will pop up and let you all know. So anything else, y'all want to piece it out? Y'all ready?
Hey.
1, 2, 3, let's peace. Oh, I think
Peace out.